Hi, everybody.
Hello, welcome to the sunshiny Friday evening. Oh boy.
The sun doesn't shine in the evening, Ian.
Well, I mean, if we started at 9 in a month or so, it'll probably still have some light outside.
Um,
Because it's during the summer, the sun sets at like 9:30 or something like that.
What is the summer you speak of?
Yeah, it's snowing out in middle of April. I'm so done with this snow, man. So what's going on, Frank?
just dicking around with the stylish or whatever the hell it's called.
Oh yeah, trying to
I,
skin some more sites.
well, because I'm on Amazon right now, and I'm looking like you know, like I'm staring at a white screen. So I turn it on, and then everything goes fucking black. Even shit I didn't. I thought there was like a default skin for stylish, wasn't there? For like most sites.
Yeah, I have a global dark style, and you can add sites to exclude from there, like if they're already dark and you like their theme,
Hmm.
or if you wanted to put like a separate stylish skin on a certain site, I guess.
Hmm. But it like makes the hangout window like black.
Yeah, the problem with some of the Hangout things like is it will like make like some of the things like transparent, so it's like text over other text in the
Yeah.
background and stuff, you know.
Yeah, like it turned my email page bullshit like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know why on this screen everything's actual black, and on my other screen it's like a slate charcoal gray bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I Some of the things I deal with just because it helps out with a lot of sites where it's like you don't have to download 50 billion skins for each
Yeah.
site, you know.
Yeah. I mean I have some for like I have the one for Crunchyroll and Amazon, but anyway. So how's Ian doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I got I don't know if you could see in the background this giant box here. This is that racing chair that I got to set up. Got that in the mail.
Oh, oh, I
Yeah.
forgot.
Well,
You,
it came today. I wanted to have it set up, but I just didn't have the time today.
yeah,
Um,
hey, you're less lazy than me. I keep telling myself, just drill the hole in the desk before the show. That's all you're gonna do. You gotta just, and then I'm like, nah, because I'd have to drill. Well, first I'd have to fucking move everything. Then I'd drill the hole. Then I have to clean up. Then I have to reroute the cables. I ain't got time for all that.
well, it's not necessarily being lazy. It's like trying to finally cope with the fact that everything turns into a way bigger project than it should.
Yes, yes, yeah. I know all about that. I
But
I tried to do something the other night, and hours later, I'm like, "The fuck am I doing?"
yeah,
And like,
um,
it's I try to clean a part of my house, not clean the house, just a part of it.
right.
And every time I go, I'd be like, "Okay, this is in the way," and this goes in this room. I go over there, and I go to put with the other this, and these are all out of order now. I gotta organize this and put, and the whole fucking house is a mess. But this one thing is all organized now that no one fucking cares about except me. Look at all this time I wasted.
Yeah,
So sorry, I stole your story there. Go ahead.
okay. I got that, and I have the what is it? The Core
Uh,
Master keyboard come in.
Oh yeah.
How much did you spend on that?
The 10 keyless. Well, that's that was $100. That's Cherry MX Blue switches.
Yeah.
This keyboard was $40. This is regular Cherry Blue, which I forget if it was like an Omu or something.
Is that the cherry blue, or is that just blue switches?
Well,
Chinese blue.
I don't know. I think it's cherry blue, but that's why we're gonna do difference between like the blue and the MX blue.
Right. Yeah. The Chinese blue and the MX cherry blue.
I mean, I think it's gonna be pretty similar though, because this is like really, really clicky and loud. But
when did you get the new one? When did it come?
The new one is, I think that's coming on the 13th. I think. That's what it says. It's estimated. And then on eBay, I ordered more of this black or charcoal. They call it charcoal and red soundproofing. I was trying to get it cheaper. I got it for $28. I was trying to get it for like $20. Well, they had a $23 listing, but that was gonna take like till the end of the month or whatever. I'm like, I'll pay $5 to have it like normally shipped,
Right.
But I was trying to make an offer on it where it's like I did 15, he declined it. I did 20, and he declined it, and it's only like $3 more for to buy it now. I'm like, dude's being a dick, whatever. And then I was like, I'll just pay for the regular shipping anyways.
Yeah, I just do buy it now with everything. I don't even dick around with the auctions because I hate like snipers. You have it for days. You'll have the whole sale. In that last 3 seconds, some guy in Washington got it. What the?
It's pretty much eBay's turned into like an Amazon because like the prices aren't that much better on there than like Amazon,
Right.
And there's like no point in doing auctions. What are you saying, Nate?
That's why you gotta go to the new one.
What's the new one?
Oh, that's a secret.
Oh no. Is it porn?
No.
It's porn, isn't it, Nate?
No. Okay. I think he's like, he doesn't want to give it away because then, he'll have all these snipers coming at him.
Give it away now.
But anyway, before we get more into that, what are we doing?
Bucks. I don't give a fuck.
Oh no, this is it.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, soda talk.
Soda talk with Frank and Ian.
Did your lips just not move?
I'm that good. I was drinking at the time.
So anyways, I'm drinking right now I'm drinking I have one of those pineapple Fantas that I've been drinking. And then now they came out with this
This whoops.
I spilled it. No, it was
a
bottle.
No,
Doug would have been pissed.
I told you.
Knocked over a bottle.
You should have got a Mac. You wouldn't knock over a drink near your Mac.
Right. If it was a Mac, I wouldn't have knocked it over. But anyways, I got this green Fanta. It's a green apple Fanta.
Oh, with your festive Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas in fucking April. It's snowing. Why not, right?
Right. I know, man. And then, I got this really cool drink. Some water.
What's that? Like from the toilet?
Frank's like,
what's Nate drinking?
I'm drinking Powerade.
Drinking a blue Powerade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, we're not like sponsored by any of these drinks. We just love to drink them,
Although, if you want to sponsor us,
yeah,
send your checks to Franklin.
Then we'll
Nate and Ian.
What?
I did the
Are you
theme
gonna put
song,
up with that
motherfucker.
language,
Did you?
Coca-Cola? I don't
Did
think
you?
so.
Other than showing up, in fact, you might not even be there. Might not even be in. You might not even be in the same state and shit,
Hey, he might not even be real.
right?
So would that be
Shit.
sending 2 checks to Ian? And 2 chicks?
No. No, dog. That's a no for me, dog.
All right, so send all the money to me.
Nope, none for you either.
Yeah, you gotta
Monster.
you gotta get on camera first. Prove you're real.
Camera. So I'm drinking my loyal Yeti full of dew ice, and then if I finish it, I got a surge I can toss in there to keep me power through.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you should tell them about what you had last week with the monster.
Oh God. Well, for those who didn't tune in, I had that nasty. I forgot it's in the fridge. I got another one. I got Monster. What the fuck was it? It's like
The white monster.
Yeah,
Monster
I had a.
Mash?
Huh?
Monster Mash?
Yeah. No, it's like their Gatorade, I guess, or whatever. They have a
I had
vitamin
one of
water
those.
too. They have a vitamin water drink too from Monster. It's like the barrels that you had as a kid, like the little jug barrel things. But yeah, it's. Ugh. I finished it, but God, it was gross. I have a red one in there, and I'm afraid to drink it.
I've had the watermelon one, and it wasn't terrible.
I have bought some game fuel. I should have brought that up here with me, but I didn't.
Yeah, Frank's like that white monster didn't go down so well. I prefer the black monsters.
Whoa, wait a minute. Talking about penis? Energy drink. Trying to find which one it was. Now I'm bothered.
Johan bothered.
I was like, ugh.
Well, you were like, I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Oh, yeah, it was the
Couple bucks.
mutant. It was Monster Mutant White Lightning, 0 sugar. Monster Mutant Super Soda.
Oh, yeah. Those mutants are dangerous.
This was. Ooh, balls. I should have had balls. Remember balls?
Balls energy drink.
Yep.
Yeah.
We bought some at a Micro Center, and like it was just in the middle of the store, and we got them in the car. And we crack it open, and like that steam came out. We're like, this isn't even cold. Why? Give you heart palpitations as you're drinking it.
Yeah. Yeah, like Nate, he downed this one game fuel that I had one time, and he said he died 4 times on the couch.
Apparently, they say that the Jolt Cola never like it's back. It's at the dollar store. I mean to get some.
Jolt Cola. Is it pretty good? I don't think I've ever had it.
They said it's like basically like RC, cheap cola, but like, was it all the sugar and twice the caffeine or some shit like that?
Yeah, I don't drink like a whole lot of Coke. It's always been like too strong for me, man. Like I don't mind
Pussy.
cherry Coke, but it's like I don't know.
Pussy.
No,
Monster the vitamin water that Monster makes is Monster Hydro.
Yeah, that's what I've had.
Let me show you the screen here.
Screen.
I had the watermelon one.
Oh,
Well, this isn't a good shot. Here we go. That's not good either. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, someone's selling on eBay?
Yeah.
What?
I'll sell it on eBay.
On eBay. Yeah, it looks like a can, but it's plastic with like the top
Yeah, it's
part's
weird.
metal. It's fucking weird. How much? Okay, let me see here. No fat, 4% sodium, 2% potassium. Not a whole lot of anything else in the fucking shit. Just the carbs, man.
Yeah, I remember I got a Monster before where it had like, like everything was all aluminum, but it had like a aluminum twist off cap or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that they should have found a way to do that for like all cans, because it's like a lot of times you want to like save it for later or something, as a giant can.
Save it for later.
I know they used to, like, you could 3D print out if you wanted even, but they sell like plastic toppers for those where it'll keep it, like fizzy in your fridge.
Ooh, fizzy.
Fizzy.
Oh, I've had fizzies before. Those are good.
Oh, okay. See, and I had stylish on, and I have the YouTube dark theme, so the progress bar just went away.
Yeah, I would disable it I have it disabled on YouTube and just use the YouTube theme. Dark
Yeah,
theme.
how do you disable it?
Well,
Oh wait, I gotta go to the settings, right? Isn't it that little dots? Manage all
yeah, you gotta
styles.
go into settings. There should be you gotta have to go into code, and it tells you where, hey, you type in the exclusion websites.
Oh, that's too fucking hard. I'll just turn the shit off.
All you do is
See,
you
I
just
would
type
do
in the
that. I
sites.
would do that. And I have 2 portrait monitors set up great for code. I can only fucking use one.
Well, I could give you my settings file for the Chrome if you want.
Nah, I ain't doing that shit. So anyway, we've determined that we like soda, and I'm lazy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, the only thing else that's going on with me besides the stuff that I bought is just still working on my desk stuff. As you can see, everything's still in a disarray. It's become way more of a project than I wanted, but
It's all worth it, right?
hopefully it'll be worth it. Yeah. It's just I got so many projects now. I got to put a chair together. I have to put this whole cable management to my desk and all these monitor arms. I got to put 4 monitor arms to figure out how to do those.
The chair will take like 20 minutes.
Which I think some of the pieces, I hope I didn't get mixed together, because I opened some and I was looking at the parts and stuff. And
I don't know how complex your chair is. Mine was not. Mine was bolt seat to back and put it on the base and you're fucking done.
Pretty much.
Oh no, this thing has those detachable arms and others. Yeah, put the
Add arms to chair. Done.
Well, it looked kind of complicated from the video that he had in. That I watched one of the reviews of it that said it was pretty good, but it said it takes like half an hour or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just something else that I got to add onto the list. It just like all stacks together.
All right.
And for the foam tiles, I got to cut out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out split all the foam tiles up and have them hard backed onto like foam squares, because like I have a 4x3 grid of these full things up there. You sure can't see it, but it's a 4x3, and I have 2 boards, like foam boards on the back of them, and I figure it'll be easier if I just have each individually on its own, like cardboard or foam backing, so I can arrange them easier and stuff.
Oh, just hot glue them like barnacles, so then when you go to tear them, it just leaves crap all over your wall.
Yeah, and the foam's ruined.
Right? That's all you need to do.
Is that what he did? He showed you, like, he was putting them up or whatever?
Yeah, on one of them, and then he's like, "Ooh, whoops."
Well, he like glues everything. Like he glued like his like thumb drive or SD card reader or whatever to under his desk, and he's like, "Oh yeah, just hot glue this."
Well, then like the thing is, it's tore the paint off, and like because he used the stuff. Well, they recommend you use this, but he couldn't find it locally, so he just bought some fucking glue somewhere else, and it looked great. And then he went to bed, and the shit all fell down. So he used hot glue, and he's like, "Yeah, it worked." And then he went to remove it, and it tore the fucking paint off, and all broke. Whoops. So yeah, that's what you should do.
Yeah, sounds awesome. Anyways, who wants to go next? What they're up to?
Nate, we haven't heard from you in 1,000 years.
I'm not really doing anything new. Just trying to build an injection mold machine.
Oh, okay. As you do.
Yeah, well, you said you can make. What can you make one for now? Pretty much, if you do it like the hard and strenuous way.
I think 150.
150
bucks.
Yeah. Well, how much are they normally for like an industrial one?
Like $10,000.
Oh, so
he's gonna try to do it the redneck way, and
I was gonna say, are you like, does this involve a lot of duct tape and a burning torch?
I have a blueprint done by an engineer, and
yeah, blueprint and crayon.
No, it's actually done by a real engineer.
Yeah, his name is a real engineer. Like on the episode of Scrubs, Dr. Jan Nitor.
Make sure you attach the rectangle thing to the circle thing.
No, it's got a blueprints, build list, instructions, video instructions. Like, it's pretty legit. You gotta weld it though, and then you gotta cut the metal yourself.
So is your girlfriend gonna come to your house and make sure you're still alive?
I don't know.
Oh no, he exploded. Okay.
What did you want to talk about? Some of the, you were saying they had a injection mold machine at that makerspace.
But it's only got 2 ounces.
Yeah. There's this. Do you want to talk about that? I don't know if he talked about that in the show. There.
Oh, the makerspace.
Yeah, you said there's one in Akron, and they might be doing one in Kent or whatever.
Yeah. But it's probably going to be affiliated with the college, in which case, that's going to suck.
Why would that suck?
Because they're like, oh yeah, you can be a member for $1,000 a year, or you're free if you're a Kent State student. It's what they always do.
Well, you better be a Kent State student then, Nate. Durr. Can't read, can't write, Kent State. For those who aren't in Ohio, that's a joke here. 4 dead in Ohio. Right? That was a Kent, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What else have you been up to, Nate?
Oh, that's about it.
Just checking it.
The cool thing that I thought though about the makerspace was, you said they had, it's a smaller one, but they had an injection mold machine. They had 3D printers. They had a chrome plating station there or whatever.
Yeah, they have a full welding station, full woodworking station, full metal station for cutting, making all this stuff.
Excuse me.
Yeah, they should do more of like that. Like, I think you could cut some of the materials like that you're supposed to buy or whatever at Lowe's, but like some of these hardware stores should have like, because you could do, what is that? They have like a station or whatever. If you go to like a Kinko's or whatever, where they let people just like cut stuff or scan it or whatever, and pretty much do whatever you need to for, like if you're dealing with paper and stuff, Yeah.
And the membership and any fees that you pay or whatnot, it's $1 an hour when you're on the machine. That goes towards buying new machines and maintaining them.
You don't fucking say.
Yeah. They've got a CNC router there. They've got a laser engraver. Not even like janky ones either, like good ones.
What about you, good sir? What are you
What have I been up to?
besides your problems, your technical problems here?
That's a technical foul. Well, just mainly a lot of work. Pretty much it. Looking forward to the warmer weather.
Weekend.
This month is car show season, so I'll be going to some swap meets before too long with my dad.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Father-in-law. Yeah, well, once it stops being cold and fucking rainy.
I've always wanted to go to swap meet.
Basically, lay a tarp down, throw a bunch of shit on it, and then put some prices up that are way too high. You're halfway there.
I like on the Howard Stern show. Sometimes they'll do like prank calls to the swap shop show on the internet.
Wow, I haven't been in since last summer, so it's a fun time. You go around, you meet some guy who wants something ridiculous for something. I go on the last day because the guy will be packing his shit up, and you go, "Hey man, how much?" He goes, "Just fucking get it out of here. I don't want to put it back on my truck." Cool. And that's just because I'm lazy and came when you were be raining. They'll be putting a tarp over their shit, getting ready to drive back to fucking whatever state they're from. And then you got the assholes that go and they have a trailer and all they do is they revolve around these sons of bitches. So it's the same shit every time. With like there's a guy who sells hubcaps, and there's always this big pile of hubcaps that are on a fucking bicycle chain, so you can't steal them, hanging up on a hook with the same price tag. And like, dude, no one's bought those. I've seen you like for the past like 3 years. No one's gonna pay $500 fucking dollars for this busted ass hubcap. No, someone's gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, hold out hope.
Right.
Well, sir, is it time for... Go ahead.
Has your dad ever have you ever talked with him about like, does he have any opinions on like what's up with Ben and his girlfriend, how he might move down to see her? Or did he just open up a can?
No, he's whatever.
Oh, he's gonna move to Canada?
Yeah, he might. His girlfriend lives in Canada. His Canadian girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's thinking about moving down there or up there.
Yeah, up there. Canada's not in Mexico, Ian.
I say down there for like every direction.
Yeah, I do too, but it's incorrect. I'm pretty sure Canada is north of Ohio, sir.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
You swim over that lake, and then there's a little bit further.
Well, according to us humans, yes, that's what you've determined is up. But it could be any. There's no universal up in the universe.
Actually, the magnetic poles.
Frank's all about those poles.
I got a pole for you. Ladies.
Ladies.
Hey, ladies. Well, sir, is it time for battle stations?
Yeah, sure. Some battle stations. As if you had anything else that you got going on.
I got it going on.
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations. Station.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, you need to give me some more of those drops like this. Separate out their stations too.
Now where are we, dudes? Oh, it's my house.
Oh yeah, what do you think about them doing the Bill and Ted 3 or whatever now?
I'm excited.
Do you think it's gonna what's the premise of that? Is that they're gonna be like
Shut up. Shut up, Ted.
Oh, I see.
Wasn't the one Ted or Bill hooked on drugs?
If you don't know, shut up, Ted. Okay. So this guy, I believe we've had this guy before.
We did?
I think, but just for the sake of argument, no, not at all, Ian. So
Well, I typed in animation was my theme first.
I was
so
gonna
these might be
ask.
older.
Your theme is animation, huh?
Yeah. Like
What's
some
this have to do?
animation stations.
I look at the guns and the speakers the size of the desk.
Demonetize.
Huh?
Demonetize the guns.
Yeah. I what's he animate? What's on his monitors?
I guess so.
I,
Yeah. It looks like a Maya or something.
he's got a pure leaf tea there. A dirty ass mouse pad.
Yeah.
It no,
Giant speakers though.
huh?
Giant speakers though, huh?
Well, the thing is, he's got a set under the desk, which I initially was like, are those part of the desk? But then I said, no, there's actual like wood next to it that's got like shelving.
Weird.
Yeah. And then he's got those giant fuckers there, and
Fuckers.
he's on Spotify. I just wish I could see what he's actually playing there. You know, clean my gun while listening to. Could be like Warren Buffett for all we fucking know. Look, be a lady tonight. Wax on, wax off. Wax off. Let's see the comments. I love this subreddit as it lets me appear into people's personal space without getting shot or going deaf.
You still might get shot from this. Looking at this guy's station. You're like, I don't like your station. What did you say?
What kind of things do you animate? Mostly first-person weapon animations and whatnot. Oh, someone says, "Is this you?" And he links to a YouTube video. He says, "No, he's my inspiration." Here's the MP40 I was working on. Let me open that in a new window. Make sure it's oh no, that sucks. Oh. It's actually the coolest 404 not fountain thing I've ever seen. Look at this. No, that sucks. I mean, this is what 06 or 16, so 2016. Let's see here. And I did for a client. Let me look at this. Hold on. Oh, this is a little animation. Uh-huh. Oh, okay, it's a GIF. Hold on. See the gun? Put the thing. There's a cock the thing. Point. And pull out the thing. Put in the thing. Cock the thing. You point. That's it. That's all he's got there. Clients. Oh, yes, he's making stuff for games. The guy says, for the clients, is it just random people that want animations because of the looks, or do you work for the game devs? He says, not sure what you mean. All the animations I make are for games. Yes, if that's what you're asking.
You know, that has me thinking though. I wonder if they'll ever come out with like an extension or something that works with the Internet Archive, where like it'll recognize if you went to a place that's 404, but it has it like an Internet Archive and it redirects you to that or whatever. That would be kind of cool.
Nah, people won't do that shit.
I was like, that's too much work.
Right. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to read about the speakers here. Let me. It's Control F, right, to search.
Yeah.
Speak. Damn, man, got enough speakers? What? Nice try, Pure Leaf marketing director. Scroll back up to the top. Okay, so this is your first station.
Yeah.
It's nice. Go to the second one.
Google.
Oh, a Linux rig with a standing. Ugh.
Yep, it's one of those.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Hold on, I got to stand.
I didn't say these were great stations. They're just what popped up for animation on Reddit. Well, what do you got against the standing stations?
None. Boy, look at that fucking stone countertop wood shit he's got there. Wood. Boy, you can tell this is older because those monitors are like 24 inches. Right?
Yeah. That bezels though.
They're Asus. They were high end at the time, man. When was this? 2 years ago. Really? That was all?
That's not too far back.
My main tool is Blender, and the tablet is a Wacom Babu. I started aiming when I discovered Blender back in 05. As of 2012, I've been freelancing full time. Got shit in my eyes. Hold on. I can't seem to get into animating with a tablet. Mouse all the way. The guy says, tablet's just for sculpting and texture painting. I've met some people that use their tablet exclusively, but those people are probably serial killers. Well. And your third station, sir.
Is that one of the comments?
Oh,
What
yeah.
was?
Using tablet exclusively, they're probably serial killers.
Yes.
Oh.
Did you have any thoughts on that one?
Who, me?
Hey, what do you think about the Nate?
Standing desks?
Yeah, what do you think about the standing desks and stuff?
It's good to have them, but you should also have a fucking chair.
Yeah. One I think I saw where it could go so low where it's like, what are those kind of tables that you sit in when like you're in like Japan or whatever, where you sit down on the floor and eat or whatever, where it goes that low, where you
The floor?
How low can you go?
Yeah, floor tables.
Get low, get low. Now the new thing with this is you're supposed to pay extra and you get it and you just press a button, it goes and it drops for you and then it rises. Like this one looks like, it's got the slots so it, it can adjust probably and then lock into place, but I don't know if it's automated. And people in 2018 are fucking lazy. We like automation.
Yep.
You either got to have a desk that can move up and down, or you got to have a chair that can get fucking taller, so you can sit and still, touch the damn keys, but your feet are gonna be dangling like you're a little kid in a big ass high chair. Trade off, I guess. Third station
keyboard shelves, man, underneath
this fucking thing.
I like keyboard shelves. Thank you very much.
Of course you do. You're a serial killer.
Are you talking about the keyboard stands or the pull-out ones?
The pull-out ones.
Oh no, those are the devil.
Yeah, see?
You the devil. Now see, this
Keyboard
one
is for the devil.
wins already because what do you think the little panel is there, Ian?
Is that a Mac?
No, right. Well, yes, but right above the Mac, that's the panel to automate that fucking desk moving up and down.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's got a Herman Miller chair. So this dude wins at life. Winning.
Well, actually,
Winning.
this one might be kind of disqualified because
Tiger blood.
I don't know if it's no, that's AIDS blood.
Oh, that's horrible. Listen here, Alex Jones. We don't do that on this show.
Winning AIDS blood. That's what you won.
So why would this be disqualified, Ian?
Well, I'm saying it might be. I'm not 100% sure, but when I searched animation, this is like the first one that came up, but I think it's more like animation themed or something. I don't know if it's like, because I don't see any kind of like styluses or anything like that.
Well, see, the thing is, this what's this thing that's the clock there, Ian?
This says the time. What about it?
Well, okay,
You
but
got
what
some
is the
phones out
device?
there.
Can you tell? You can't.
Oh, is that a Huey on?
It's a tablet with express keys on the left and on the
I
right. It
see.
looks like. And see,
Oh,
and
okay.
right by you see the little cup with the skull and crossbones,
Yeah.
and then there's like the dock for his phone. Just to
Yeah.
the left of that is a stylus and the little thing for the nibs.
Oh, that's cool then.
So
Good
nay,
eye.
sir. I say nay.
Well,
How dare
I
you?
I didn't know. I said it might be disqualified,
Well,
but you
you're
saved
wrong,
this one,
sir.
so
Yes, wrong.
you just made the station that much more awesomer then.
Yes, you were wrong, sir. How dare you, sir? And if you notice, see, he takes like a lot of people, don't understand how important it is to have symmetry because this guy not only has two. I don't know if they're actually trash cans or if they're trash can Max or what with a little skull and crossbones. He's got one on each side. That's cool. But then he's got a Mac and a fucking Mac.
Disqualified, Mac.
Dual Macs. Actually, no, we do. Nate, that is wrong. We do not judge your format, your platform. You're allowed to have your OS 10. God damn it.
As long as there's a tower there. If it's a MacBook, I don't think that counts.
He's disqualified. He has a drink on the desk.
Shut up. No, Doug.
It's disqualified for the drink.
But no, if it's posted to Battlestations, they can't have a laptop. If it's one of the other computer related subreddits, they're not as strict. So, I don't know. But the only thing I don't care for is this fucking keyboard. Like, I saw this and someone asked about it now that I remember. Let me see. I remember someone asking, "Why is this? What's the keyboard doing there?" And he explained. Let me do.
Yes, and I shall explain.
What? I thought they did. Oh, there it is. It's a creative question mark exclamation point way of mounting that keyboard. The keyboard is mounted up there because it's a drawing tablet, and I find it's more natural to have my non-drawing hand up on the bezel area while I'm working, but I still need to use key commands.
Yep.
I had it duct taped up there until I recently found a little rig made specifically for it. A lot of 3D animation. So, yeah. Yeah. It's got Herman Miller. He's got multiple max. Boner. Boners all around. Yes, sir.
Boner.
Yeah, yes. Just boner. Yes. So, time to vote, fellas.
Oh yeah, by the way, did you can you click on this honorable mention? You're talking about symmetry, and I saw this before. This one bug you as much as it does me
Hold on.
in the chat.
I had to copy it. And... Only because there's a fucking dot in the middle, so my eyes instantly go to the middle of the pile of shit. Why? Also, why is his mouse pad facing long ways?
It looks like an ace.
Yeah, I don't. First off, he's got Beats.
Those are terrible headphones.
Beats.
Beats.
Then he's got Bose speakers. Okay. He vapes.
Oh boy.
Disqualified.
He vapes while listening to his Beats.
People just, I just hate those vapors that just do that just to be trendy.
I don't give a fuck. So, the first guy, we got gun station, standing station, and confined spaces station. I think you guys already know how I'm going to vote.
Well, I'm going probably what everybody's going to go with is 3, 1, and then 2.
Yep, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, 2 is different, and like if it was like a light day on Battlestations where not a lot of shit got posted, just like the same dude with the Lindman desk and a shitty i5 or whatever, and then this thing came along and be like, okay, yeah, sure, that's interesting, but it's only mildly interesting. This right here is nuts. He's got all this Looney Tunes memorabilia, and like I said, the symmetry, the monitors, the colorful artwork and figurines. This guy, he's got speakers and monitors. I like that. That's about all I like out of this one. Even for me, the goth in the group is a little too much black. Know what I mean?
Black.
I mean, and I'm not wearing black right now. I'm wearing a green shirt with Rocco's Modern Life on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a bit too much black. How about Nate? That's what you agree with?
Yeah.
Well, why you feel that way, Nate?
Let's see.
Tell us about it.
I can find Space One, like, even though they're max, like, it has a nice appearance. That one, it's just nicer than the standing desk one.
Uh-huh.
And the standing desk one there's no chair, and it's just weird.
Well, I mean, he probably, he had to scoot it out so he could take a picture of the desk. I mean, this guy, obviously, he had to push his desk in and be like, well, shit, I got to do it because can't take a picture of the fucking thing with the chair out. There's no room for him to stand. So.
So, what's the internet say, though?
Oh, I already closed that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
God damn it. What are you doing asking for the internet? You want internet? I'll give you fucking internet. Hold on. Paste. Come on, mouse. Move. Okay. Okay, so our guy had 4,647 upvotes. Our number 3 had 279. And then our number 2 had 1,055.
Okay.
So congratulations, Truth Goblin. You are the winner of a free internet on us, on the house.
His truth goblin was the truth battle station.
I prefer Cock Goblin or Goblin Cock.
Cock Knobbler.
That's
Goblin?
from Code Monkeys, if anyone remembers that show.
I remember that show now. You remember that show, Nate?
Is that on cable?
It was on G4.
Yeah.
I didn't have that growing up.
You
Well,
didn't have G4 growing up? Are you serious?
This wasn't growing up, dude. This is when I was in my first apartment.
Well, he's younger. He's how old are you now? Like 29 or 30? No, you turned 30, didn't you?
If I have an age, I did not have G4 growing up.
Yeah.
I don't think G4 existed when you were growing up. Is what I'm getting at.
Well, when did G4 come out? Like mid 90s or?
Oh, no, not that early. Hold on. Channel. Hold on. Let me look it up because it's gone now. From 2002 to 2005. Oh wait, for a weekly show that for the weekly show that aired. So it was a TV series. U.S. channel. To his program ceased in preparation for launch the Esquire Network. Huh.
Yeah, we didn't have that channel.
Shut up. Launched in 2002.
Oh.
So no, you didn't have it growing up, Nate. Did you grow up in 2002?
Yeah, I didn't have it.
Well, he was like a teenager around that time. I graduated high school in 01. And he's like 5 years younger than us.
How old were you How old were you in 2002, Nate?
I got cable my senior year of high school.
What?
And we still didn't get G4 channel.
I never noticed G4 until I moved out on my own, by the way. We had HBO and Showtime and shit, but granted, there's like 500 channels at the time. Okay, well, in 2002, how old were you, Nate?
That is personal information.
I can't use that to fucking buy anything. What am I going to do? Pretend to be you with that? It's the sake of the argument, Nate.
No, I'm saying we didn't have the G4 station growing up.
And I'm trying to prove that you weren't growing up when it came out, is what I'm getting at. If you can't even discuss the logistics of your age, then it's pointless.
Right.
So then you can't say you did or you didn't. Because you can't fucking prove it.
No, used to have to go over to my cousin's house to watch.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Take them off, Keyboard Cat.
No.
Okay, so anyway. Ignoring everything about that ever happened before. My stations for the week. Are you ready, kids?
Anyways, it's time for the news.
No.
Station.
What's your theme for this week?
My theme for this week is ultra-wides. Each station, although sometimes maybe not obviously, has one.
Wait a minute. I think you should correct that. Working ultra-wides.
Shut up. My ultra-wide works.
It's not on USB.
My ultra-wide's not hooked up to USB. My fucking 27 inches hooked up to USB. Thank you. Anyway, so here's the first station. Let me make this in a second window so we can still read the comments. There's the doggo. Hi.
Aw.
I'm Dog. Welcome to Battle Station. Give extra points because I'm cute.
Oi.
So mesh chairs. That's obviously awesome right there.
Winner,
chicken dinner. He's got IKEA Alex drawers, which is what I've got. They're quite popular.
Points.
Shut up. He's got LED lights. Look at his computer there, Ian. Ian, look at his computer. Wah, 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 wah.
Nice. All the RGBs.
Look at all the fucking fans.
Very nice.
All but two of them don't look to be RGB. The two on the actual radiator, I believe. He's got. Here, are those my headphones? No, those aren't my headphones. Two. Well, actually, Sennheisers. So he's got two sets of headphones hanging up back here, and looks like by the clips more, but Darth Vader's hanging out. Got a nice little Star Wars thing going on. And see, look, he's got the Marvel thing going here.
Hey, I have that same poster.
Yeah, but it's cool because he has it, and not cool because you have it. Na Batman, Captain America, Iron Man. I guess that's supposed to be the Joker. Oh, there's another set of headphones just hanging out on his desk, and a switch, microphone, and plants. And then he's got a lightsaber chilling here on the floor.
That's gonna be hilarious when it falls over.
It might not fall over. So do you guys like this one? First off, starting up?
It is a dog and it's the winner.
What did you say?
It's the winner because it has a dog in it. Unless the
Yeah,
other one
but
has
it's not a
two
real
dogs.
dog, though.
So this second station, I think I've showed before, but at a different angle and different shit, but maybe it just feels familiar. Anyway, it's got a nice TV going here with a bunch of pop figures and shit all over the stand there. And then...
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is why I was saying this is how it fits into my theme. See, because you're like, well, that's a big TV, but that's not. Yeah, those appear to be at least one ultra wide in there. I'd have to read the actual specs about what the hell everything is. But god damn. I mean, look at that fan. And he's got Mario on the walls. He's got
airless or fanless fans.
Bladeless fan.
Bladeless fans.
And the moderator actually had to remind everyone be civil because someone said, well, how old are you? And he's like, 20 something. And they're like, how can you afford all this? He's like, I've been working full time for like 8. Was it? I work in the financial sector for the past 8 years. You've been working since you were 15. Started investment banking, moved to hedge funds and private equity. And some asshole was like, oh, so you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Daddy got you a job. And he was an asshole about it. And people are like, what's the fucking matter, dude? He's like, everyone's kissing his ass. It's bullshit. And he's like, no. This whole subreddit is about like, hey, look at all the cool crap I can afford.
What cool crap?
Huh? Did you say what cool crap?
Yeah.
Okay, well, fucking fan's like $500. It's a Dyson. Go to the shit here. Just chilling over on the shelf that no one even like points out, along with many headphones. A bunch of fucking Sennheisers. These Odyssey fucking headphones are $1,000. Just this pair that's over in the back with no lights on them. And then over here on his desk, he's got this big ass tube amp, which I'm sure it's described in the comments. That's a little. I'm not sure if that's an amp or a DAC down there. all these keyboards and like they start the guys are like, I'm not gonna even bother listing the stuff he has by name. They're like, I'm just gonna list prices, and it just goes on and on, all this shit. Because someone's like, who cares if he's got a big screen TV? And it's like, are you not seeing what the hell this guy's got? Like, Dyson fan. That Dyson fan is probably the single most expensive thing in that room. Not even close. The HD800s, NAM, Unity Atom, Totem Sky speakers, and Sub are just a few things that disagree with this statement. Yeah, fucking audiophiles. We're nuts. That chair is coming in fast, too, with some aircraft-grade aluminum. Hold your brakes there, Jumbotron. You know Staples won't let you out live with at least $1,139.98 or something outrageous. But yes, that giant vacuum is expensive as fuck. It's not a vacuum, it's a fucking fan. I see you're a man of culture as well.
He's the most interesting.
He has $3,000 in headphones, someone says. So I expand on the comments. Like there are a whole bunch masturbatorium. Nothing like $10,000 to $15,000 worth of hardware to watch and listen to anime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Senseless hate. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, and he has other angles. That's what I was looking for. I'm blowing them up so I don't have to just keep zoom enhance, zoom enhance. Say it, Nate, you know you want to.
Zoom enhance, Nate.
Full screen.
Okay. Oh, that's no good. So here it is from, I guess, up the top. Oh, yeah, he's got a shit stack. That's a couple $100 there for just that desk. For the audio going to it. What the hell does that say? Origin. Oh, so he's got a little laptop made by Origin over there.
Origin PC.
Well, like, I think that's a laptop, right? Because it's got lights
they
on
made
it.
laptops.
I didn't either. Did you?
No.
Nate
I just
Dogg?
said I did. Yeah.
You're full of fucking
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
right there.
Did you know it before you saw that? The answer is no. You're a fucking liar. Next. Oh, dude, he's got a Dell. Look at that.
Dude, he's got a Dell.
It's a red Dell. The farmer in the Dell.
My keyboard is ugly, though.
Which one? There's three right here in this shot.
One in there.
Huh?
The only ugly one in there?
There's three fucking keyboards, and you gotta be more specific.
I said the only one that's ugly in there.
They're like buttholes, Ian. They're not ugly. They're each just different.
The white and red, neon red keyboard.
What if I fucked with you and made you think you were colorblind and said they're all white and red, Ian? But no, those headphones he has here these are like $1,200. The ones in the back that were just laying in the shadows, they're about the same. So that's a Dell monitor. That's a LG monitor. That's a Dell monitor, I think.
So how much of a discount could he have gotten if he bought all this crap used?
Well, see, the thing is, even then, he's got a whole bunch of crap. And the headphones, Barnacle did a review of these. He found a pair used. They're normally $1,400. He got them for $1,200. So I don't know. It depends on what you get them for that day. If you find a good deal, he's got the ISO. The things he's got his speakers on are $100. Okay, Oh Jesus! Now we're getting into the amps here. Hold on. Okay, he's got a. Is that a selector switch so he can select digital one? I'm thinking that's what that is, but I'm not 100% sure. There's his microphone. If you see on the far left there, underneath his monitor.
Yeah.
His mouse. He must have a high DPI because man, there's no room to move that mouse at all.
It's
And
like
if you notice, his mouse pad pretty much has a hole worn in it.
it's so high. All he's got to do is like his muscle movements, move the mouse.
Okay. Okay, that. Hold on. Record file. Does it say? There's no sound here. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. So this, not that picture. Yeah. So this little thing here, just chilling by his second keyboard. Okay.
Okay.
The Audeze. It. I don't know how you guys were pronounced it. Audeze. 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 I don't know. Audeze. The Deckard. That thing's $700 to run on 210. If you want to, or 220. If you want to run on, nope, that's 110. If you want to run on 220, is the same. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice to know. Headphone Guru. What is the fucking Deckard? Yeah, they make high end shit right there. So they're. Ooh. Planar. Ooh. Ooh. Pretty. Yeah, just in that shot alone was all kinds of crap. You know, just chilling on his desk. That's like, oh, by the way, he's got this shit. Like this tube amp. Can't tell what kind it is. I can't read this thing above the damn input jack.
Like I said, I don't see any cool shit.
You're not on OFL. Shut the fuck up.
You're not even real.
You're not a real boy. Westinghouse electronic tubes. Hold on. Oh, okay. So,
those things look like like those must cover up half your face, man. Those headphones.
Yes. Okay. So,
They're like flying
LCD. Wait. Okay.
Next story.
By the way, when are you gonna upgrade some of your stuff? Because you don't really put much into like how your setup looks, do you, Nate?
What do you mean?
Well, like you have your TV, and then your computer is hidden in the corner, and then you have your, like your chair with the mouse and keyboard, but that's about it. You don't have any speakers or like headphones or like lights or anything.
Why would I need to upgrade?
Yeah, he could sit in the dark.
You don't
need care.
He does, man. I come in there, it's like your room.
Well, my room's only like this because I don't need you to see how I live.
Well, we know how you live with that
bed
there.
So anyway, so this very
you don't need any of this shit, but it's nice to have.
No, I save any money I can because it goes towards the game budget.
Oh yeah.
So these LCD 2s here, okay, the planar magnetic technology headphones on the left, right?
Right.
They're $995, and I think these are the 800s by Sennheiser, because I don't think they're the 800Ss. The 700s and the 800s are so close that I honestly get them confused. I hate to admit. He's got Audeze in-ear monitors, which is in-ear headphone. Well, I guess they're technically here we go. So, instead of earbuds right here, the little things look like spider webs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're $600. fuck, I don't even want to think about how much these little bastards here are. These actual monitors that like don't have they're not open. The spiderweb ones are open back, so they're actually you hear. The other ones products in ear. Where are they? Yeah, they don't have any. Because they look to whoop, they look to also be Odyssey, but I can't find them on there. These I know what the fuck they are. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Are they shit? A goofy ass teardrop shape. You don't fucking hit me. Hi-Fi Man? I don't know. Denon, I don't know a damn thing about Denons. Whoop. And Bowers and Wilkins are just expensive as all fuck. I mean,
What are they called? Denim?
hold on.
Denim or whatever? Like denim jeans.
He's been on this rant for like an hour.
Denon. Who, me?
Oh, he's getting to be more of an audiophile every day.
Fucking weeb. Next.
Fucking weeb.
Oh, those are the cheapest ones he's got? That can't be right. Those bendy twisties. Huh. Really? Really?
You really must have researched like all your headphones before you decided to get yours, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, look, those are only 150 bucks. Shit.
Shit.
They're goofy looking though. If you look at them, like the pads have little holes cut in them.
Yeah.
That's real fucking weird. But
Or as the crazy Russian hacker would say it, weird.
Vid.
Yeah.
Yeah, never heard
Is
of
he going on to the
Denons.
next one yet?
What?
Is he going on to the next one? He's been talking about this for an hour.
Shut the fuck up, Nate. Fucking
It's
weeb.
like 12. No, seriously.
Shut the fuck up, Nate. Got your own fucking show. I'll come on there and call you a fucking asshole.
Oh boy.
Fucking asshole.
Oh, come on.
He's an asshole.
We're all assholes on the show, man.
And then my last one here.
I'm sorry. It is 10:58. Yes, so an hour actually. Literally an hour.
We did not start the show on fucking time, so shut up. Anyway. Nice try.
We were doing most
Demonetized.
of it. It was the catch up, man.
I'm sorry, Nate. What else you got going on? You ain't doing shit. I know. So here's the next guy's setup. Ian, thoughts?
Yes. See, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good one. I like the color and stuff, the blue and red.
Number 2 loses.
Didn't ask you.
That one's pretty cool. What's that's an ultra wide. Is that curved?
Looks to be, yes. By the stand, I would say Acer Predator. I haven't read yet, but that would be my assumption. He also has shit products. SCHIT IIT. With Sennheiser headphones again, and a little tube amp here. I did read that with the Focusrite Scarlett and JBL speakers. Some other kind of fucking headphones over here. I can get a good look at.
JBLs aren't terrible.
I'm sorry. Did that disembodied voice in the back of the room say some old bullshit? Anyway.
Why do you hate JBLs?
Because he doesn't know any better. Fucking weeb. Next.
No, I said JBLs aren't terrible.
That's still bullshit. You bow down before the JBLs. I have JBLs in my Chevy.
Your 57 Chevy?
My 54, Ian.
Oh, that's right. 54 Chevy. That's what you're.
I'm not going to tell you next week. I'm just going to go, yeah, that's the car. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Now, then we get to his TV over here.
Oh.
Now, the TV, all right, Samsung, whatever, sure. But He's got Dreamcast and a NES there. A receiver. Okay, yeah. He's got PlayStation and all that. See all those copper or gold domed speakers there?
Yeah.
McGirt. Clips.
Yeah, Clips is a good brand. That's like one of the top ones, right?
Yes. And it was funny in the comments here. Somebody was like, "What is it? Hold on. Oh, not well."
By the way, what kind of anime do you like to watch, Nate? Is your thing that you like the
Hentai.
soap operas too?
Soap operas?
Yeah, that's what Frank's into, is a soap opera thing where he's like, "Oh, will she fall in love with the schoolboy or whatever?"
I
Notice
don't
me,
know.
senpai. No, I'll bet he watches Dragon Ball Z.
I do watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we both do.
Okay, Goku. Do you watch
Fine.
Digimon?
Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen a couple thousand.
Oh, a couple
Do you like
thousand.
One Punch Man?
You got your my what's your mall? My anime list.
Oh, I still haven't filled. It said something about like, I think it said like
That's personal.
4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
I haven't finished filling it out.
This guy says,
computer's
so what's that lamp called and where do I procure one? ValueCityFurniture.com. It's called Arch Floor Lamp, nickel.
Well, like, what was the last anime you watched? Because that's pretty much, you said you watched that all the time.
I caught the latest episode of Black Clover last night, and then
Oh.
I saw, and he's got that really annoying screamy voice, but it's not terrible. I finished the second season of the one show,
The one show.
My Hero Academia, and then I watched this one crappy one that I cut off at episode 10.
One
Why'd you
crappy
cut it
one.
off?
Because it was crappy?
Yeah, it was getting crappy at episode 10. Usually on a 12 episode anime, 12 at episode 11, it's like the finale, and they're like not doing like a exciting finale. They finished that at episode 10, so the last 2 episodes were just like BS. So I'm like,
fluff.
yeah, it's fluff, and I'm like, I don't want 2 episodes of fluff on a 12 episode anime. I'm just not gonna watch you. You're dropped.
So this lamp he's got here is $250 from Value City.
Why would you spend that much on a lamp?
Because it's boss. Right, Ian?
Boss. Yeah, sure. It's Boss. BAWSS.
Soft.
Oh, it's pretty nice.
He's got Bruce Lee looking at him while he's laying on his leather couch there watching movies.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Nate, did you watch that Bruce Lee movie remake?
I did not.
I have that. I watched that the other day. I forget what it was called. It was like, Birth of the Dragon, I think. But anyways, is this your last one, Frank?
I started off with it saying it's my last one.
Oh, okay.
Bravo!
Quit fapping over there. I can hear it.
Well, okay, so do you want to cycle through them so we could judge?
Yes, we got the guy with the Value City lamp.
I'd say this one, dog, loser.
We got dog.
Mm.
And then we got, if I can scroll back up to the top, a lot of comments.
Drug dealer.
We got the guy with the hedge funds.
Drug dealer, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going with 2, 3, 1.
So
Did you just hook the drug dealer, man?
Yeah, drug dealer.
So this one
Hey.
with the dog.
Drug dealer is just a bad word for saying a pharmacist, a legal pharmacist.
Okay, Ian. So this one,
That one's last for me.
okay, this
I
one.
went with the drug dealer, then the lamp guy, then the dog one. Dog's
Okay,
not real, so it doesn't give me any points.
Wait, it's not a real dog.
That's real dog.
Isn't that? I thought that was like a statue or something.
No, that's his dog.
3-1-2 because
Now you see. Okay, I presented them
3-1-2.
backwards, so you guys can't. Okay, the dog, lamp, or expensive shit.
I'm still saying 3-2 or 2-3-1. And you're going 3-1-2, Nate?
Yep.
What do you like about this one so much? Just the lights?
He likes that overpriced lamp.
The dog didn't get you?
At first it did. Here's a Dreamcast.
Well, if it was looking at you with puppy dog eyes, would it win then?
Dreamcast beats Puppy Dog, guys.
I see.
But what about all this shit where you can watch Montagar?
Nah.
Well, as awesome as this is, because this is pretty boss. Oh my god.
Yep.
And then this would probably be 3 for me.
Yep.
So let's see what the internet had to say. Refresh so I get the most latest votes. Okay, so the guy with the lamp had 200. Dog had 7,894.
Oh,
And then the guy with the expensive shit has 5,542.
I should have changed it. I knew the dog would win.
See, just burly. So yeah, the doggo just beat out expensive shit, and then lamp guy only had 200, which is nothing. You get nothing.
Dog should have been better lit and facing us.
Why he
Would
won?
have won.
He
Well, it
did
would have
win.
won us better.
Dog
I
doesn't
said
give
the
a
dog was
fuck.
going to win. First thing.
Your dog's gonna win. Whatever that means.
Anyways.
The news with Ian, Frank, and some guy.
Disembodied head. Or disembodied voice.
It's me, Mario. Bye-bye. Hold on, copying a link. Hold on, pasting a link.
Yeah, I got a lot of links this week.
McAfee acquires VPN company Tunnel Bear. And speaking of acquiring VPN companies, Tunnel Bear is... Did you get this after I messaged you about it?
I said I was going to talk about the acquisition.
Okay. Go ahead. Tell us about the acquisition. The acquisition.
Security giant McAfee is acquiring Canadian VPN provider Tunnel Bear. Terms of use deal hasn't been disclosed. McAfee said that it plans to integrate Tunnel Bear's technologies into the company's own VPN product, Safe Connect. The Tunnel Bear team will also keep working on Tunnel Bear products under its own brand. According to the announcement, Tunnel Bear was a profitable company. But yeah, the reason I decided to pull this up was because, Linus did a video like we broke up or whatever with Tunnel Bear, and now they're with private internet access, isn't it? PIA. But
What?
this isn't that what their new fling is now, because their video was titled "We Broke Up."
Yeah, well, they had a partnership with them, kind of.
Yeah.
Like they were a sponsor.
But I guess he was saying that they decided not to do it because they're, what was he saying? Like since they're based in they were McAfee is based in like, the United States or whatever. I thought he was saying. So like they were open to a lot more scrutiny and
yeah,
less secure and stuff then. So like a lot of data collection and stuff with that. But
you don't want a VPN in the US.
Well, the reason they were just saying that because of I don't know, I'm not sure where Tunnel Bear was located, but now the McAfee is based in the United States. That's the reason that Linus was giving. So I don't know if they're like all the details, but I guess private internet access is what they're sticking with. That I guess it's gonna be awesome. But I guess you won't be using Tunnel Bear to find Pedo Bear anymore.
Huh?
Right.
That's what people go on the deep web for. That's what a lot of people are busted with on the deep web. All the VPNs and stuff they were using for illegal stuff.
Prawns.
But yeah. You don't know what Pedo Bear is, Nate?
I know what Pedo Bear is.
You know what? Tunnel Bear is a VPN, so a lot of people use those.
Big Fish Casino video game constitutes illegal online gambling. Federal appeals court rules.
No shit.
Next. Does this coincide with the other article in that section?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
okay. Let me open it in a separate tab so I can flip back and forth and contrast and compare. Meet the 19-year-old who spent over $17,000 on microtransactions. He's a dumbass. And I said he because I highly doubt it was a girl. At the height of the controversy surrounding microtransactions in Star Wars Battlefront 2, a Reddit user who goes by the name Ken's Gold posted an open letter to publisher EA and other developers in the video game industry. I'm 19 addicted to gambling, he wrote. Ken's Gold wasn't talking about roulette tables or online poker. He was talking about spending over $17,000 on in-game purchases over the last several years. Ken's Gold, who asked that we not use his real name, shared with Kotaku his bank statements and receipts proving that he had indeed spent what the hell? US 13,500. How? I don't understand this currency here that we're using. How is 13? How does that equal 17,000?
I don't know.
In games such as Counter-Strike Global Offensives, Smite, and Hobbit Kingdoms of Middle-earth over the past 3 years.
Well, that was like a secondary thing, the microtransactions thing, but the main thing is federal appeals court ruled Wednesday that Big Fish Casino constitutes illegal online gambling, according to Washington state law, in a case that could have major implications for a casual games market. Big Fish Casino is a series of games like slots, blackjack, and roulette that use virtual chips. The chips have no monetary value themselves, but players can only play as long as they have chips. If they run out, they have to wait until the games offer more free chips as they can buy more chips and jump back in.
Can they cash out?
Cash me inside. How about that?
Without virtual chips, the user is unable to play Big Fish Casino's various games. Judge Millen D. Smith of the Ninth Circuit of U.S. Court of Appeals wrote in his opinion Wednesday, thus, if a user runs out of virtual chips and wants to continue playing Big Fish Casinos, she must buy more chips to have the privilege of playing the game. Likewise, if a user wins chips, the user wins the privilege of playing Big Fish Casino without charge. In some, these virtual chips extend the privilege of playing Big Fish Casino. The legal dispute dates back in 2015 with Cheryl Cater suing Big Fish's then parent company, Churchill Downs. She claims to have spent more than $1,000 on Big Fish Casino virtual chips. The suit argued that the chips represent something of value, quote unquote, a vague clause within Washington state law governing gambling. In 2016, a U.S. District Court judge in Seattle threw out Cater's complaint. Today's decision reverses the ruling. Despite collecting millions in revenue, Churchill Downs, like Captain Renault in Casablanca, purports to be shocked to find that Big Fish Casino could constitute illegal gambling. We are not.
It's kind of like an arcade game where you got to put a quarter into play.
I guess so. Okay. In addition to the something of value argument, Cater argues that Big Fish Casino players are able to cash out on their virtual chips by agreeing to sell them for real money on a secondary market and then transferring them to other users. The appeals court rejected that argument because Big Fish prohibits those transactions in its terms of service.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, they won?
Well, they didn't win, but like they were saying that specific argument wasn't helping that. But no, they deemed it illegal in this case, so this could have a bad precedent for all microtransactions and stuff like that.
That's dumb.
You know, like a lot of these games where you're playing for skins and stuff like that. You know, the
all
CS:GO
games.
Stuff. Yeah. What do you think, Frank?
So, the Federal Appeals Court ruled it was gambling.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have any value.
According to Washington state law, though. Right? That's the very first part. Federal Appeals Court ruled Wednesday that according to Washington state law. So it would have to be tried in other states, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's just one of those things where if they did, you know, like it could set a precedent for that, like other, like if they, you know, like a lot of people are scared because if a court rules in favor of one thing earlier on, you know, like it could just like be like snowball effect with other cases, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's dumb. That judge is wrong.
You think you should be able to, like, even if you could like trade skins and all that stuff for money?
But that's just it. They're like, don't trade skins for money, and they're like, we're gonna do what we want, and you're like, well, we don't endorse this. You're not doing it through us. It's like, well, we're gonna do it anyway, and you're like, okay, if we catch you, we're gonna ban you. What are they supposed to do? They can't do anything. You know?
Well, I mean, you can make things illegal.
It is illegal. They're doing it illegally.
Yeah.
It's against the terms of service. If you violate the terms of service, you can't play anymore. It gets you banned.
Well, yeah, but that's not the same thing as illegal. It'd be just because you violate the terms of service doesn't mean you're going to jail for it. It either means you're you know, because they're private companies and stuff. You can have your that's why there's no such thing as like free speech on like Facebook and stuff. You're just blocked from their services.
Yeah, like big fish can't make laws, though, can they?
No, they can, but if a federal court sees it, if they approve it in one instance, then they might decide.
Oh no, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying it shouldn't be online gambling because it's not.
Yeah. What do you define as online gambling?
Online gambling is when you can, through the same site, if you were able to play the slots, buy coins, and then trade it out via gift cards on the same exact site, that is online gambling.
Frank?
Yes, sir.
Anything? You got anything?
No, because I don't do it, so I don't know. I have no opinion.
No opinion. What do you think in general? Gambling should be legal, or you be like, like you said with the drugs or whatever, people, it's too addictive for some people,
Gambling needs to be regulated because it used to not be regulated, and it's basically what can happen is people can misrepresent odds. They're like, oh yeah, spin this wheel and win a prize, except it's like 1 in a million chance that you win the prize, and then you just steal a bunch of people's money. That's why there's like this.
Yeah, all these gambling. He asked what Nate thought instead of Franklin, but that's cool.
Frank, what do you think, Frank?
I don't give a shit. I've been to a casino once. It was all right. I mean, it's just like, drinking. Some people can do it, some can't. But I mean, it's fun.
House always wins.
Well, I mean, I took I stayed at a hotel with a Groupon that, they gave us money to play on, and we left with the money they gave us because we won it back. So,
which they write off as tax write-offs, so they always win. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they they sent me money for free that they got back. How dare they? Aren't they evil?
Well, no. It'd be like, here, have $5 credit that you're only going to get $3 out of, and then we're going to write off $5. So we just netted $7.
No, they gave me 100 to play on, and I brought 100 back. So
right, but they wrote off that 100.
Okay, I don't care what they wrote off. If I gave you $20, and then you got your $20 back, who gives a shit?
By the way, did you guys see some of the gift cards you can get on Amazon? Like, they're taking like $10 or $20 sometimes. I've seen on some of those gift cards where you like buy it for like a Best Buy gift card or something.
Hold on, let me check. I think I've got a story about interest rates that I don't want to touch until later.
Oh, is that another shut up, Ted?
Shut up, Ted. No, I don't have an article on it. That's right. I heard on the radio. They said in Ohio, our payday loan places, the checking to cash, get a payday loan.
They're illegal because their interest rates are way too high. And
well, actually, let me talk, Nate.
Okay.
No. First of all, in Ohio, it's one of the highest volume of those companies because we have 591% of those fucking places. So that's a high percentage in itself. And then they're trying to regulate the interest rates. There's a reform group that's trying to regulate the interest rates to just get it capped at 28%.
It was supposed to be at 23%.
Well, anyway, they're trying to cap it at 28%. And the one guy who is an opponent of it said, well, no, because they regulate them every they're annually regulated. This was on NPR, I listened. And he said they're annually regulated, but the loans are only for every 4 weeks. So it's every month another loan comes out. And he's like, that's like, when you go to the ATM and you take out $10 and they charge you $2. Isn't that, who knows what that is? That interest is exorbitant. And I'm like, okay, that's exactly 20%. If it's $10 and you pay $2, that's exactly 20%. And yeah, that's still exorbitant. And I put that on my Facebook, and one of my buddies, oh well, in America, you don't have to pay that shit if you don't want to. And I'm like, yeah, but you do. And I'm like, they shouldn't have rates that high. No, they shouldn't. But the government shouldn't go in and make it so they can't.
Bullshit, they shouldn't.
I'm like, okay, buddy. Actually, they fucking should. They got to regulate it, or else everything would be a fucking pyramid scheme. It'd be just like when, back in the fucking 30s and, when like before the
servitude.
Before the food and drug, system came out, they were just, yeah, we'll send food out to people. It's mostly fucking sawdust, but we'll call it food, and they have to buy it. What are they gonna do? Not buy it? They used
to be able to, for medical things before the Food and Drug Administration came out, you could say anything to sell your product. So you could say, my pancakes cure cancer, and you could put that on the label.
Mm-hmm.
And someone with cancer could be like, I need these pancakes because I have cancer. And you know what? They die of cancer.
Yeah. And it's just, it's the way it is today, people are desperate. I mean, I'm not saying that, the government's got to, step in because people are too stupid. Okay, if it had been a bunch of heroin dealers coming to your neighborhood and killing your fucking neighborhood off, you'd be upset. But if it's a bunch of people dangling money and trinkets in front of your, stupid neighbors, and they ruin your neighborhood, no one's upset anymore. I mean, it's all about the, oh, just let someone else screw up, not me, not me. You know what they say? Oh, I don't ever pay for, they don't vote for levies because they don't want to. They'll raise their own damn kids. I'm not going to raise their kids. No, pay higher taxes for schools because you want to be surrounded by smart people. I don't want a bunch of dumbasses in my neighborhood. So, that's just me. My little rant.
Dumasses.
It's pronounced Dumas.
But no, I think, online gambling, it's all relative. I mean, I played, around with it. I didn't get any trouble, but I do understand if it's in a format where children can easily get caught up, then that could be an issue. Just like, when, what was it, certain Steam games, they're like, my kids got into it and saw this, that, and the other thing. But the bureaucracy has got to catch up with the technology, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, Nate's right, though. It does have to be, like, either way, like, it does have to be regulated because, like, I mean, technically, if you just think about it logically right now, if casinos truly were random, they would just come out even, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no, they're staying in business. I mean, sure, some of the games are like skill based and stuff, like you have people handing out the cards and shit, but
no.
I mean,
they're not skill based at all. The casino gets to decide how many decks they put out for blackjack, so they can actually slide the odds in their favor.
And when you do use a way better skill like counting cards, they
can kick you out at any time. Yes.
Or break your hand with a hammer.
Yeah. Gonna break your kneecap, see? Come in the back.
That's why there's no clocks on the walls.
There's no what?
That's why there's no clocks. Yeah.
Don't they purposely like make it harder in there or something? I heard like they do something with the air, like give you like there's less oxygen or.
That's what they used to do. They're not allowed to pump oxygen in the air, so everybody's high anymore.
Anyways, what's this about Nintendo Switch, Frank?
Oh yeah,
Nintendo
you
wants-
want to.
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah,
Oh, so this is coming from me with the Switch.
yeah.
I bought a substandard charger, right? And you know what? It wouldn't charge it. It actually almost wrecked my battery.
Nintendo warns against using standard Switch charging cables. Substandard Switch charging cable. Not all USB-C cables are created equal.
Mm-hmm.
We were overjoyed when we first found out Nintendo was ditching its usual proprietary charging ports on portable systems in favor of USB-C power for the Nintendo Switch. Unfortunately, not all third-party charging cables are created equal, and picking the wrong one can lead to dead hardware or longer than necessary charging times. Nintendo is getting a bit more proactive about this problem now, noting in a new Japanese frequently asked page, machine translation, that users should only use USB-C cables with a 56K ohm resistor with the Switch.
Correct.
When charging the Switch from a source with an older USB-A output, the boxy rectangular one, Nintendo recommends only using the official HAC 010 cable that comes with the Switch Pro controller or Joy-Con charging grip. What are your thoughts on that, Ian? This is your story.
Well, I just thought it would be interesting because, like we did Switch one last weekend. Like, I mean, Switch has been having all kinds of like problems and PR problems and stuff,
Yeah.
What were you saying, Nate, about it before? What was your opinion?
If you use a substandard charging cable, it'll wreck your Switch battery. It's like charging a cell phone with not enough voltage.
Mm-hmm. Well,
however, using a different port, bricking your Switch, that's BS. Shame on you, Nintendo.
Well, what were you saying about the third-party ones? Because I told you about that with the third-party docks.
That's BS.
Yeah.
Next.
Looking next.
Yeah, Switch sucks. Next.
Yeah. Well, you have a thought on that, Frank?
No. Nope.
No.
PUBG creators finally decided a copycat game has gone too far. File suit.
Wait, what?
PUBG creators finally decide a copycat game has gone too far. File suit.
No, I mean, why have they gone too far?
As expected, the massively popular online shooter PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, PUBG, has been followed by a wave of imitators, particularly on smartphones, but it has been unclear if or when the game's creators would ever consider legal action against any of these copycats. In particular, a brief chest-puffing incident involving the similar and hugely popular Fortnite Battle Royale came and went last year without incident. That changed on Monday with a suit filed against NetEase, a Chinese game publisher with two very PUBG-like games on smartphones. The suit, filed in Northern California's U.S. District Court by PUBG Corp., a wholly owned subsidiary of Korean game publisher Bluehole, alleges both copyright and trademark violations of NetEase's mobile-only games, Rules of Survival and Knives Out. Much like PUBG, NetEase games over 100-person online battles on an island that players parachute onto. The battles revolve around a constantly shrinking safe zone, a specific set of military-grade weapons and armor, and a variety of island-crossing vehicles. What's more, NetEase's games beat PUBG to iOS, which invited a substantial number of PUBG on phone comparisons before the official version finally hit mobile devices.
Yes. So basically, like the thing is a lot of these other games, like even like GTA 5 is started to include like a battle royale mode, and it's just like it's popular thing for a lot of developers.
Yeah,
to
like
start
you
doing
can't
that.
sue somebody because they make a game similar to you. Now, if they stole assets from your game, then that's totally different.
Well, they were saying some of the specifics, like the parachuting and other things that
you
were.
can't sue somebody over that.
Well, I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like, so like nobody could, you can't parachute in the game, then, you know. But I guess they were saying it like all the things were like lined up like sort of like puzzle pieces, I guess.
Yeah, they're probably gonna lose that one.
Yeah, they have a screenshot comparison. Here's where you come in. Here's the plane. Here's the parachute.
Yeah, I mean, like if they're
you parachute
saying
from a plane, oh my goodness, what else would you parachute from?
Well, I mean, they're saying like if you do one thing after the other, if the sequence of events is the same in the game, you know, like if you have to do the same exact things, you know.
Yeah, this happens all the time, but they don't have a case.
Well, I mean, look how
Murder
close
was the
games
case.
like Saints Row or whatever, and
Saints
other
Row
games to GTA.
Saints Row and GTA 5 are two totally different games.
Well, not Saints Row 4. I'm talking about the earlier games, where it's like pretty much the whole, you know, like sandbox game where you're running down, you know, like other gangs and stuff, and you're killing pedestrians and all that stuff.
Two totally separate games.
But that I guess they were saying some of the missions and stuff were the same in there. I don't know. Like it was like a clone of the game.
If they stole assets, then they have a case.
Well, what are you talking about? It can't just be like where you have to steal assets. I mean, other people, you can have copyright infringement without actually stealing an asset, though, mate.
With video games, like it'd be like
it's not like I have to rip the model for me to violate a copyright.
What I'm saying is, okay, so what about Call of Duty, right? And then what about James Bond? They both use guns. They both have first-person shooter matches. They're practically the same, right? There's hundreds of those games.
Right.
No lawsuits.
Like if they had the same character names and the same storyline and stuff, that would be like copyright, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but there's no storyline in this. And there's no characters.
If the characters are the same.
Yeah, there's no character names. Nobody, yeah. If you stole a copyrighted character, a trademark name, yeah, copyright infringement for sure. But yeah, no.
Well, so you think PUBG is like the game itself isn't generic to even copyright, or
it's generic because they didn't make characters? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they would have made characters, or they would have it's too generic. That's why they don't have a suit.
What do you think, Frank?
I mean, I can see where Nate's coming from, because there's, like he said, there's no actual characters. There's barely a storyline.
Yeah, it's just like multiplayer,
right?
So it's
it sucks, but it is what it is.
Well, I mean, if other big time studios like GTA or Rockstar, I mean, if they're putting that shit in there, like they can't go up against all those other giants, like they couldn't even. What did the article say? They tried to sue the Fortnite or whatever, but they didn't.
I think they originally were gonna be, but people were like, "You don't have a copyright on the term battle royale. That's not new."
Right. And there's a company, and they tried in Japan, and they're trying to trademark a term in Japanese, and it was for finisher or something. And they didn't get that because you can't trademark something like that. So they don't have a case. But it sucks because it's like I saw a game. Do you guys ever play Gary's Mod?
Yes.
Prop Hunt, right?
Yes.
So there is a Steam game right now, and it is Prop Hunt. and they stole the whole game concept and everything. But you know what? It's totally fair game because there's no copyright, and it sucks, but it is what it is. Anyone can do a prop hunt. Anyone can do a Minecraft. Anyone can do this. Now, if they stole characters from Minecraft and called them the same, then they had a problem. Anyone can do a Pokemon game as long as you don't call it Pokemon. Yes, that is how the video game world works.
Pokemon.
Right.
Digimon.
If you called it Digimon, then you'd have a problem. But if you didn't use the same models and you had monsters that were digital, then
Like if I have a character that's that comes out of a spherical object and I call him Pikachu, is that good?
that's good.
So, what's this clay book?
Okay, so I thought you might find this interesting. This is a let me double click it myself here. So basically, it's kind of like a mini game type of thing where you're it's a unique world made entirely of clay. Everything acts like it's made of real clay. Every inch of the environment can be shaped and molded. Everything has matter inside it, not just an outer shell. Clay can be deformed, destroyed, and frozen to solid. In the game, you step into the shoes of brave kids who bring the clay book to life. Each chapter of the book challenges you with unique obstacles and puzzles. You possess clay blobs and morph them into different shapes in order to overcome tricky situations. Each shape has its own strengths and weaknesses. Some even have special powers.
Neat. They made a 3D modeling software into a game engine. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, it's kind of like, you ever see those simulation demos and stuff?
Yeah.
Where you could like mess around with objects and like rigid and soft bodies and stuff. Soft body.
Soft.
Soft. But yeah, I guess this was supposedly oh shit. Oh, this is YouTube. But like supposedly you can like mess around with like the clay and stuff like that. And supposedly it has that that ray tracing in it or whatever we were talking about the other week. That's pretty new. So it's a good showcase for that. You could get it on the Xbox One and Steam, I guess, were the main things. Yeah, Xbox One, Steam, and PS4. Yeah, it's basically a demo game. A game from a demo, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Is it free? Nope. Oh, second order.
Yeah, like I guess it has like fluid simulation and stuff in there.
$20 on Steam.
About the same price as that. Did you ever see that, Nate, yet? That PC building simulator? Oh, he's in the bathroom.
Well, Nate, hurry up. We'll wait.
Hey, Nate, did you ever see that new thing they have now, that PC building simulator?
I did see that.
Yeah, where they have like all the like a huge catalog of components that you could put in there too.
And you
that's
can
updated
fix
all the
viruses
time.
by clicking a single button. That is some bullshit. Yes.
Well, I just wish I hope someday they're gonna like expand it where like you can customize your whole battle station with like monitors and your whole desk and setup and stuff.
The thing is, it's sponsored. But the funny thing is to learn all those skills that you supposedly learn in the simulator that they talk about, you have to already have a computer to play it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's funny. If it was on console, that'd be kind of neat. It would teach the console community to upgrade.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have a coworker that's got an Xbox One, and today he actually is like, I'm thinking about getting a mouse and keyboard for it for competitive gaming. Just think about that for a minute. Mouse and keyboard for.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Weak sauce. Anyway.
What do you think about that, Frank? Is a something overpriced a little bit to just dick around with some, like simulating?
What,
like
the PC
simulations or
building
whatever?
simulator or this clay book?
No, this clay thing where you're just like having fun, just like it's kind of like with kids where you're just like splashing around in mud or something.
Well, I mean, even buying a game, $20 isn't the most expensive thing ever.
No, but
Like
like
$20?
yeah,
Highway robbery, I say.
I think
$20 for a simulator.
Grand Theft Auto is still the game that came out in 2013 is still $60.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I told that to my buddy. He's like, "Oh no, because every year I'm like, it's the same fucking game every year."
And by the way, all the new stuff on the multiplayer, you pretty much have to pay for. All that stuff that's been added is added microtransactions. So you can't say, oh yeah, you get all that new stuff for free in the game. It's a new game, but it's not really if you have to pay for it. It's not the same game then.
I'm just glad they don't have the stocks.
What?
The stocks on the online.
Oh, they don't have that on there anymore?
No, they never had it.
Oh, I thought it was online.
No.
No, I don't even know.
That's where it would get weird.
Yeah.
I wrecked my friend's game because I invested $15 million in tacos.
Almost made me forget about tacos. Okay, so everything we know so far about the shooting at YouTube's headquarters.
Yeah, here's the sunshine.
Do we know who it was?
Yes.
Was it a chick?
Yes. Ian, you want to tell me what I know you've read some of this, or at least heard.
Well, I just know, I don't know the woman's name because like I watched Philly D's his video on it, and he doesn't like to glamorize like the like any of the shooters or
because they shot up YouTube because they weren't getting paid enough and Google was screwing them over?
well she was like some kind of disgruntled like content creator on YouTube, and she was upset about all the demonetization and stuff. And I guess one of the quotes she said that was YouTube only lets you grow as a channel if you can only grow as a channel if YouTube wants you to.
Oh, that's true.
It is true, but obviously it doesn't.
It's why
give you
our
the right
channel
to do
hasn't
that.
grown.
Our channel?
Yeah, our.
What's
I
okay?
don't exist, remember?
Nate, what's the name of the channel?
I'll get back to you on that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Girl.
It's TNT.
That's the show.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, a couple people were, like apparently there's been like some victim blaming and stuff with this too, because they're like, oh, YouTube was asking for it. They why are they surprised or whatever? But I mean that's just being like, oh well, she shouldn't have been wearing that low cut top. Now should she?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
shouldn't have been walking down that dark alley at that time of night.
Well, you shouldn't walk down dark alleys at that time of night.
Oh, why not? God damn it! This is a free country.
Because you'll get mugged.
Well, that guy that I told you about that, gave me shit about interest rates. Well, this is a free market. You should be able to. No, you shouldn't be able to just charge whatever the fuck you want. No, that's stupid. You can't bank on that everyone's going to do the right thing, because that's just like. And yet he's one of those gun nuts that says, "Oh no, if you make guns illegal, the criminals will still have them because they don't care." Well, why would the free fucking market? It's stupid. Okay. Anyway,
I will say though that you you know, like everybody's like hating YouTube right now, so it's like it's definitely a bad time for them, and it's probably going to get worse and worse if they
How many
become more
people
and more
got shot?
stricter.
Is the question.
What?
3.
How many people? Did any of them die?
There was 3 injured and one was dead.
The one that's dead is the shooter.
Yeah. Now, what was the details on that? Like, what did she shoot herself?
She killed
or
herself.
something afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if she was like that was a you know, like a gunfight with the police or something. She got killed.
No, I think she.
That's so sad that someone had to die from this.
Yes.
This is YouTube's fault.
Yep. I mean, it's not their fault that somebody was shooting. That's a crazy person. They say it's partially because of the atmosphere, because it's part of Google headquarters, but it's treated as though it's a separate company and it's a separate part of the campus. But the whole thing is it's open environment. You can get around by walking, and someone just came in and with a handgun started shooting.
It's YouTube's fault.
Well, I mean, it is and it isn't.
That they didn't have proper metal detectors? Yeah. Security guards.
I had an article on this too. Hold on one second while I find it. Excuse me.
Were they fatally injured?
Who?
Like, did they lose an eye? Did they shoot their eye out, kid? With the Red Ryder BDB gun or anything?
No, they were saying critically stable. I think.
Critically injured?
Hold on.
That's bad.
Here's my article. Has the picture of the lady and article about her. 27-year-old. Shots for her right on my desk. YouTube headquarters. I'm gonna start 4 shots. And then Carl's Jr. Excuse me. Put napkins on to stop the bleeding.
What's crazy is apparently like I don't know what they had interactions with her before, but the police said that she had like showed no signs of like complaining about YouTube at all, or like she's gonna hurt anybody or herself, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people said that, oh, this is, she was going to do it, and then they're afraid she was going to do something, and then they said, no, she's not. And then, yeah. Also, her gun, they said, wasn't purchased illegally, so I don't know. Anytime there's a shooting, it's sad, but don't look for there to be videos about it on YouTube, because guns aren't allowed on YouTube.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go on to another cheery, happy note. I'm sorry, homie. Ian don't know no happy fucking song. DHS defends media monitoring database, calls critics conspiracy theorists.
What?
Oh boy, hold on. I gotta yawn here. Earlier this week, Bloomberg Law uncovered a Department of Homeland Security job listing for a media monitoring services request to keep tabs on over 290,000 global news sources and develop an extensive database for an unconfirmed number of media influencers. After news outlets reported about the amount of data sought by this job listing, DHS Press Secretary Tyler Holton issued a response on Friday to verify its legitimacy and alleged that the data project's aims will be standard practice. What's more, Holton added, any suggestion otherwise is fit for tinfoil hat wearing black helicopter conspiracy theorists. This is standard. If you don't believe so, you're a fucking conspiracy nut. Isn't that what they're saying?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay, we know that Nate doesn't have any opinions on this.
Nate, yes. You don't have any next.
Yeah, none.
I'll tell you, I'll give Nate's opinion on this.
Bullshit!
What? No. Not Nate.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit!
Or do you believe that, or do you believe
Bucks. I don't give a fuck.
Nate?
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 So
Nate?
let's ask ourselves, what's going on?
What?
What exactly is going on? What's going on?
Well, what do you think, Frank?
Bullshit.
Bullshit!
Yep. That's what I
Next.
think.
Fucking weeb next.
Yeah. I think they're wait, what's this here? The firm would also be expected to deliver an app-based framework that DHS staffers could use to parse online articles and social media conversations and/or receive automatic alerts through internal smartphone alerts, SMS, email, or WhatsApp messages.
Oh,
What?
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit!
Amazon customers take to social media after mysterious account closures updated. Policy violations cited, but many customers don't know what they did wrong. Can you read some of this? I'm yawning too much to fucking read.
Okay. It's
Bust open my surge here. Hold on.
Sage. Well, hundreds of Amazon customers have taken to social media to voice frustrations about their accounts being mysteriously deactivated, with no reason given by the online retailer. For the past week, customers have reported that when attempting to log into their Amazon accounts, a message pops up stating that an account associated with their email address doesn't exist. It appears both Prime and non-Prime members have been affected. Upon contacting Amazon, customers have been given different explanations as to why their accounts have been deactivated. Some claim customer service representatives couldn't give them a clear answer, while others were told that they had violated Amazon's terms of service without being told exactly how they had done so. A private Facebook group for affected customers now has nearly 3,000 members. According to a report by Business Insider, some customers in that Facebook have admitted, though, to violating Amazon's reviews policy by leaving positive reviews for products they have received for free or in exchange for a reward like a gift card. However, that doesn't account for all the affected customers, many of which claim to still be in the dark about why their accounts have been deactivated and how they may have violated the company's terms of service. Customers set up another private Facebook group in which there are threats of a class action lawsuit against Amazon. The group currently has over 700 members.
Wow.
There's that, I guess, the hashtag thing on Twitter. And then it does talk about the situation comes on the heels of President Trump attacking Amazon, citing the online retailers' power in the wake of brick and mortar retailers going out of business. President Trump has also falsely claimed that the Washington Post, the newspaper owned by Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, acts as a lobbyist for Amazon. In response, though, to ARS's questions on it, an Amazon representative provided this statement: Amazon has taken action against bad actors and those who have violated our community rules. If any customers believe their account has been closed in error, we encourage them to get the runaround and contact us directly so we can review their account and take appropriate action.
Speaking of Trump and Amazon, I have an article.
Okay.
Let me throw this out for the wolves here. If Trump declares war on Amazon, Consumers will be among the casualties. Hold on, this fucking bullshit ad's gonna pop up. Anyway.
How do these chips sound on your audiophile headphones?
Like some asshole eating chips too close to the mic.
You sound like Solange.
Right. First, there were the robber barons, John Jacob Astor, Andrew Carnegie, J.P. Morgan, John D. Rockefeller, Cornelius Vanderbilt, and more. When President Theodore Roosevelt took on busting the trust. Now another activist president, Donald Trump, wants to add Jeff Bezos to that list. Times have changed, and shut up. And so, you're talking about how I pronounce words, Mr. Arkansas? With the councils?
It's cancel.
And societal problems are different, but what hasn't changed is the righteous indignation presidents feel against their foes. Back in TR's day, apparently no one knew him. No one who knew him called him Teddy Roosevelt. Took an axe to monopoly trust for anti-competitive actions that drove up prices. President Trump's stance against Bezos. How do you pronounce it, Ian?
Well, I call it Bezos. I've heard it the same way. I've heard it both ways. So,
and Amazon is not so clear, but since no one can argue that Amazon has inflated prices, quite the opposite. And while Bezos has been a fierce competitor, with many people laying the blame for the reported retail apocalypse at Amazon's door, the businesses it may have killed die a natural death from free market capitalism. In business, it's survival of the fittest, and Amazon has the best developed retail muscles in the market today. Sales tax, moot point. E-commerce retailers have long had an advantage over brick-and-mortar retailers in not having to charge state sales tax unless the e-commerce retailer has a physical presence in that state. Okay. So,
oh yeah, can you catch Nate up on we were talking about, because that was a big thing we were pretty pissed off about, was the new egg tax thing.
Yeah, if you lived in, what was it, Connecticut?
Yeah.
I think it was either Connecticut or like Maine or something. Basically, you're charged back taxes for like years of purchases.
Yeah, so like if you went back to like 2014, if you bought stuff on eBay or not eBay, but Newegg, you're expected to pay taxes for that.
That's illegal.
Well, actually, the letter of the law, Jay, was saying that you're anything that you're getting from out of state, you're supposed to pay a tax on.
That's not true at all.
It's called a use tax. Go ahead, type in use tax, Frank, on Google.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Please.
Sales tax on purchases made outside one state or residence on taxable items that will be used, stored, or consumed in one state or residence and on which no tax was collected in the state of purchase. A resident who does not pay use tax may be subject to interest and penalties.
When is this? When was this enacted?
It's been enacted for a long time, apparently.
So in other words, every single person ever violates tax?
Yeah, pretty much like all the stuff you bought on eBay. It's
just not enforced is what
Amazon.
they're saying, basically. But now they're actually cracking down on it.
Yeah, because they're losing, all these states are losing out on money.
In 2007, 22 states, including New York, California, Ohio, and Virginia, have included an entry on their state individual income tax return for taxpayers to voluntarily calculate an amount of use tax liability. Taxpayers, however, have been reluctant to pay taxes to the state. A few of these states have tried another approach by predetermining the tax liability owed by every taxpayer by a tax table based on the individual's adjusted gross income. For example, a Michigan taxpayer with $45,000 of income can use the state's use tax table to estimate his use tax liability as $36. However, one of the tables is limited to purchases of less than $1,000 and may be challenged during an audit. For purchases over $1,000, a taxpayer must calculate the tax for each item and add this amount to the use tax from the table. States using this method have seen an increase in voluntary compliance over those states that have the taxpayers calculate the use tax themselves. Yeah, so in 07, they started fucking with this, and people just haven't been paying, basically. So they could go back as far as 07 and retroactively charge you taxes.
Yeah. It's
Hmm.
crazy. On Amazon right now, I noticed I got charged $5 in taxes for that keyboard. And I guess they were saying on Amazon, yeah, if it's like not through, like if it's a third party seller or whatever, they're doing that.
I know there's state sales tax.
No, this is use tax. This is in
Used
07. It was
or
USE.
use?
What the hell is a
Ute.
Ute?
What's a Ute?
I said used.
I
or
know.
used.
I'm teasing saying Ute from what the fuck was that
I am
movie?
Ute.
I am Groot. No, what was that movie, Ian?
That was my
cousin Vinny. Postal Service, can it survive without Amazon? This is my argument. Because the Postal Service is getting ripped off. They should be charging their tax to Amazon. Hey, you dumbass. The fucking post office is bleeding, losing money. I don't even have to read this. I already know. It's stupid. If they take away the fucking money that the post office is getting from Amazon, and either they give it to the FedEx, UPS, or they have the fucking drones deliver it to your door, the post office is going to die. That's all there's to it.
Weren't they going to do that by having their own service or whatever?
Yeah, they've talked about that for a minute. It's because it's taking too long to get fucking drones. So they, you know what? We'll train some fucking retards in the warehouse to drive a truck. How hard can it be?
But yeah, we owe taxes, Nate.
No.
There's I don't
Say that till they
fucking
come
know
collecting on your door, Nate.
I'll go
This-
to jail. I don't care.
the states.
You will.
the-
They don't care either. The tax man doesn't give a shit.
I can pull up on the screen now. Like if I put something in my card and go to check out, you could say it's if you're buying a third party thing on there or whatever, it's your responsibility for the tax on there or whatever. I mean, some sites are gonna be where it's like hopefully they help you determine what it is, but you're really ultimately responsible figuring out how much that you owe and paying it too.
Yeah, your taxes are your own fucking problem. Which I don't blame them. If I'm running a store and shipping shit out to multiple, Amazon sent it to multiple countries, fuck just multiple states. They're not, if they don't factor it in, that's on you.
Yeah. Like, do you do taxes, Nate? Like, or does your dad help you do taxes?
TurboTax does tax.
I take that's okay. So he can ask about your fucking taxes, but I ask how old you were in 2005, and it's fucking private.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Nate.
Come on, man. Oh boy.
You unreal disembodied motherfucker. Fucking weeb. Next. Too many words in this article. Read it. It's good for you. But I don't need to read it because I'm already good.
Anyways, back to the original Amazon article though I was gonna say this. The bad thing with this though is like if you already paid for Amazon Prime like a whole year or whatever, then you're out of that money. That kind of sucks.
Yeah. That's why they're gonna get sued.
Mm-hmm.
I love how Nate's like, if there's something he doesn't disagree with, he's like, that's illegal.
Yeah. That's my defense, Your Honor. Okay. Do you have any training? Nope, sure don't. Did you go to college, Nate?
So wait, what are you guys saying? That
I don't think your defense will hold up in court, sir.
what are you saying that I said that's illegal?
Oh well, because you said that the
Use tax. You said that's illegal.
I mean, we could send you some
In what
information
state?
on it.
I'm saying in what state?
Well, they
It's all
flat out said Ohio is a fucking use state.
Well, shit. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah, well, it varies. It does vary state by state.
Yeah,
So
because
you have to.
as far as I know, it varies state by state, and they collect state tax, and they can't collect state tax and use tax. And it's tax is supposed to be reported by the person who's selling the item, right?
Ultimately, the falls on you. I was just on Wikipedia for it.
Yeah.
Use tax calculator. Look, we have finder.tax.ohio.gov has a use tax calculator. Like in that little paragraph I read, word for word, you could go to the website and figure out based on your address, your zip code, and the date what your tax probably was.
Yeah, you do like a lot of eBay stuff and all that.
I
Like,
do.
it's something that I would seriously look into. Like, I'm not joking around.
I'll just go to jail. It's cool. They're not
Isn't
getting
that-
the time.
What was Howard Stern's buddy that said he was going to pay his taxes when they pay him back for going to NAM or whatever the hell it was, and then he was arrested? Remember that, Ian?
Forget it. It's
That was,
vaguely
that was one of his guys, right?
Yeah.
And then they ask him for comment. He's like, I cannot comment. I'm
Yeah. But yeah, Jay was saying the letter of the law, actually, if you really want to be specific, if you just give if I give Frankie, if I just like mail him like $1,000 or something, I'm supposed to pay taxes on that.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah.
well, goods or services have a monetary value there, Nate.
Yeah, that is correct. But online,
Especially GPU.
it depends on when the use tax was put into effect. When was it put into effect? That's what I'm saying.
Well, that article said that as far back as 07, but
Okay.
since you won't that one article, but see, since you won't tell me how old you were in 07, it doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, Newegg is they're only going back. They're going after people only for, or not Newegg, but with Newegg, the Connecticut state was only going back to 2014. But theoretically, that all that shit's probably logged anyway, so they could go back as far as they wanted.
And Newegg says, "Okay, here you go,
okay.
state."
Yeah.
Was that your last article, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You want?
Okay.
Okay.
Where's my theme song, okay?
You want to keep this theme song, or do we want to eventually? Do you want to eventually make something with that? You can be drop happy here.
I'll let you know when I'm good and ready, done typing this article. Semicolon. Okay. Now.
Yeah, Frankie got. You want to do some extra credit the other week? You need a bunch of drops.
I got your extra credit right here.
I don't. Your camera isn't turned on, so you're just a disembodied voice too.
Yeah. So anyway,
You got any articles on Bezos?
no. So my lead story this week, seeing as how we live with my monitor issues because of my graphics card. That's not the article I want to hold on.
By the way, I want to find that one. What's that one drop where it's like a shocking news article where it goes boom?
I don't know. Anyway, is it safe to buy used GPUs from cryptocurrency miners?
Is it safe? You mean like it will catch on fire?
Is it safe? Well, hold on. Thank God, the cryptocurrency bubble finally seems to be bursting. It's gotten so ridiculous that GPU prices were skyrocketing in cost. But now we're about to see a bunch of powerful secondhand graphics cards flood the market as Bitcoin miners try to recoup some of that cost. High-end cards are already starting to fall back to their normal prices on secondary markets like eBay and Craigslist. But is it safe to buy these cards after they've been sitting in a 24/7 crypto miner for months or maybe even years? Broadly speaking, the answer is yes. While buying secondhand graphics cards from Bitcoin miners carries a few inherent risks, they're not really greater than the risk of buying used parts in the first place. Let's break it down. A GPU is not a car. I'm tempted to think of electronic components as having a shelf life, and that's after a certain amount of use, it's dangerous to keep them without replacement. But that's not really true. Old electronics can work for decades without issue as long as they don't have moving parts and aren't exposed to extreme conditions outside of their operating standards. For example, I used to drive trains with computerized logging systems that had been in continual operation for 50 years. There's a link. Now, it's true that PC components wear out eventually. Hard drives are the obvious example here. If you're not planning on your drive to fail, then eventually you're going to be caught by surprise. But graphics cards are a little different. While they do fail on occasion, they're more prone to failure soon after the installation due to a weakness of the incredibly complex chip fabrication process than being worn out by regular use. This is the lemon phenomenon in action. A GPU or CPU that works fine past its warranty period is probably going to keep going for several years at least. The engineering term is Bratoon curve, applicable here. Miners aren't as hard on their hardware as you think. It's true at this point, a cryptocurrency mining rig is constantly number crunching day in and day out in the elusive search of sweet, sweet hash. If that sentence doesn't make any sense to you, let me save you a lot of reading and just say this. Bitcoin miners turn electricity into digital money with math, and they do that math with graphics cards. But that simplified explanation is enough to make an important point. Mining for cryptocurrency is about processing power, certainly. That's why the distributed chip designs of GPUs are better for most methods of mining than CPUs. But it's also about efficiency. If a miner uses so much electricity that it's eating up electric bills faster than it's solving hashes and generating coins, then it's actually losing money for the owner. Mining has now become a balancing act between choosing the most profitable version of cryptocurrency, having the most computational power available, and using the power to maximize a benefit without draining more electricity than a Walmart freezer aisle. To that effect, Bitcoin miners are actually more likely to undervolt their GPUs than overclock them, if they even bother to do any modification of software setup at all. So, you might have to replace some fans. That makes sense.
Yeah, the moving parts.
The very first thing said they have no moving parts. The fans fucking move, and they're on all the fucking time.
But even like flash stuff does break down though. Like solid state stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I think what is it, like 10 years or something? Usually electronics in general are pretty good.
Yeah, when did our chips come out, Ian?
That was like 2012, 2013, somewhere.
I talked to a guy. He says he's gonna have to replace his because it's since he got it, he's had it running at like 4.1 gigahertz or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's like,
it's turbo's to 4.2 though.
Yeah, he says that it's basically flickering on and off and making him nervous.
I was always confused about that. Like when you overclock, do you have to overclock both the standard and the turbo speed or whatever? Or do
no idea.
Just like I don't know.
Only thing I ever did was the one-click overclock, where it's like, look, it's in faster mode, which does nothing. I have an SSD. It starts and shuts off just fucking fine.
Yeah, Nate, how come you don't have an SSD? Do you, Nate?
Nope.
How come you never want to get one of those? Does it make your games load faster?
Yeah, but limited rights, and also it's expensive, and I save every penny I have.
Oh.
I had a penny once.
Did you have two of them to rub together?
Yeah, one to shit on and one to cover it up with.
Uh-huh.
But no, if you... so this is saying, it's safe to buy a used one, but also, this next link...
Well, do they have to list, like, how long they've been using it for? Because at least you could just factor that and be like, oh, in general, it's not the same. It's no different than anybody else.
Yeah, some guys some guys will put, you know, how long they've had it, and some even put the damn the serial number and shit if you really want to look into it.
Right. But they're pretty much saying it if you compare like a couple years use of mining to like a couple years use of gaming, the gamer
Right. I mean,
is actually going to be a lot more heavy on it.
Right, but I mean, also, you know, if you look at it, really anyone looking to build a rig now is not going to buy a year's old card at this point. I think, you know, even if you get a Vega card, it's just, you know, that top's going to be what is that? Not even a year yet.
Hmm.
Couple months.
Right.
So I mean,
would you get it a used miner's card, Frank?
why do you think I pulled up the article? I just is it safe? Because the reason I sparked my interest is because I was like, oh, I'd really like a new monitor, but I need a, you know.
Well, your hand is being forced now, pretty much.
Yeah, you know. So, well, like, you know, I go on eBay. Oh, look, I get a fucking 8 gig, 580 that supports 5 monitors.
Yeah,
$290. Buy it now. And this is not just one. A lot of them are like this.
And really, that's for buying. That's not even a large gamble, you know, buying that.
Right. I mean, the monitor I'd be sticking on it is like throwaway money, and it's about the same.
Yeah. So,
like, you know, and new, like they said, you know, where you expect the newer ones to fall, like, eventually, because the one I was looking at really. Whoop. There you go. I was really, really wanting to get this guy here. He's $749 new.
That was a Vega?
Yeah, 56.
Hey, did you watch that Tech Tomorrow's thing? Like, well, he did a video on, you know, like the what's that new game? The Far Cry 5.
Uh-huh.
He did some bench tests with that with all the cards. Yeah, I mean, like the Vega 64 was like just like I think it was only like 5 frames under the 1080 Ti or whatever, the most expensive one right now.
Well, see, this one here natively supports 6 monitors. You could buy this one used for $650 ish. So that's, you know, that's not bad.
Well, when you do the dual cards, so like every port on there is usable. So like if you have a card with 5 and you get 2 of them, and you do like 10 monitors then.
Come on, Nate. Come on, man. I won't have the desk space for 10. But no, I mean, this right here, the reason I'm looking at a 56 is because 56 is because 64, I would have to upgrade my PSU, and I don't want to fucking do that. That's a pain in the dick.
What's the 56? You could do like a 600 watt, and you got a 650.
Yeah, I got a 650. Plus, I was looking, they make this almost the exact same cards. I was actually doing a damn, side-by-side comparison. Like the boost clock is 1560 on the 64, okay?
Okay.
The boost clock on the 56 is 1501. I mean, I'm not going to pay another $200 to upgrade my PSU if I'm really, unless I'm overclocking. If I fucking absolutely have to, no. So this would be the goal. Like, I would love to see the cards come down to $300-400 to where this, that would be reasonable. Because the MSRP, I think, is what, 4 or 5, maybe.
Yeah. I think you're right.
So the used market, you can get one for, $650 now. So I don't know. I'm either going to get another monitor and, hold out, or just get, a card and use the monitors I have. But anyway, my article here is Radeon GeForce cards are 25% cheaper. Mining boom settles. I had another article about that. Oh, yep. Copy. Come on, mouse. Work with me. There we go.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
You think that went down because everybody decided to go to the ant miners Nate was talking about?
No.
Yeah, because they finally wised up.
No. No, the bomb fell out of the market.
Nate said everybody's doing it wrong.
They are.
It's all illegal.
Of course he did. But yeah, basically the prices are going down, and that's good.
Anyone mining with graphics cards is a moron.
Anyone mining's a moron. I've seen plenty of mining rigs.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I've had
that's
ads pop up, and then in the corner it'll be a picture of a mining rig. Like on eBay, sometimes they'll show, "Here's my graphics card for sale," and it'll be like just a rack of GPUs. You're like, I know what
what's
you were
that
talking
one,
about.
Frank? Can you find that again?
No.
What was that one picture where he was like pull out one rack and then it was another one on the bottom?
I saw a room where actually the guy had rigged up AC ducts and tents, so the hot air would rise up from the pile of GPUs in the tent and then go through ductwork, through a board in the window, and go outside, just to keep the room to where he could walk into it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Did you know there's a new type of mining that people are doing now with hard drive mining?
Oh yeah, that's been a thing for a while. But you shouldn't get invested in that because you might be storing child pornography on your hard drive.
Okay. I forget did you hear about that, Frank?
Yeah, I heard you talk about it. Didn't care about then, don't care about now. I'm not a miner. Anyway, NVIDIA GPP meet Asus Aries. For now, this is just a rumor, but our information comes directly from Asus. Apparently, Asus will be launching a new Aries brand for Radeon series. These cards will not carry any ROG branding. In fact, they might even lose Asus branding altogether. The ROG series is simply do not exist under Aries brand. That said, there are no Aries ROG Strix series, but Aries Strix. Same applies to other subseries such as Phoenix, Expedition, and so on. These are called Ares Phoenix or Ares Expedition, respectively. Other companies such as Gigabyte and MSI have already started removing gaming Radeon products from their website. Gigabyte Aorus series are so new that the company has not yet decided how to name Radeon cards in the future. Meanwhile, MSI hid all Radeon gaming series from their website. Those who remember dual GPU cards from Asus may notice that Asus already had Ares products. The only difference is the Z. And then these guys are kind of full of themselves. They said, probably borrowed from video cards because their website is video cards. So this is all code names and shit. But like we talked about before, the whole partnering program. So they're like, well, see, Asus can't have these cards, but Ares, yeah, they can have them, right? Right? Oh, but go ahead.
What, Nate? Did you hear about this GeForce Partner Program?
I did not.
Right?
What?
Catch them up, please.
NVIDIA says you gotta have us only, not the other ones. It's got to be us, or you don't get us at all. That's pretty much it.
And so a lot of these manufacturers like Asus and MSI might just be doing NVIDIA only. Might lose them.
Right.
But we'll have errors, though.
Right. Well, anyway, speaking of, name only, update. Cody no more. April Fools. Of course, this was an open source joke. We're going to keep supporting all the platforms and keep our Cody username. The XBMC. Basically, on Cody put out on the first that they were going to drop Cody altogether because we talked about last time that Google dropped Cody from their searches because of all the piracy.
Yeah.
April Fool's Day joke. Cody to embrace his XBMC roots.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so they were like, we're going to go back to XBMC just so you can still use... April 1st is always a fun day on the web. Almost every notable company such as Microsoft, Netflix, and Facebook are come up with jokes about new services. The company behind Cody joined the bandwagon after a hugely trending joke in 2017. Keep on reading and learn more about Cody's latest joke. Cody's legal open source TV player, blah, 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 blah. Ban on Google. Yep. However, even though Cody has been opted out of Google, XBMC, the company behind the software, faces no such issues. That's why it was announced that Cody will return to its roots and renamed XBMC. They say best jokes are their foundation in reality. Now here's the second part of the joke. Besides this, the Cody team also reported that their multi-platform system is becoming too stressful to manage. Previously, the software was available on Xbox, Windows, iOS, Android, and many more platforms, but alas, supporting all of them became taxing, and the Cody team has decided to embrace its roots. The software will, from now on, exclusively support Xbox One. In addition to this joke, as a way to celebrate this new direction, Cody's team of developers decided to start selling t-shirts. As it turns out, this is not a joke, and you still grab one if you hurry. We're sure the hardcore fans of this amazing application would like to have something to remind them of this joke. So,
Did you guys install the new Cody 18?
No.
I've been using the nightly build of that for a while.
Oh yeah,
and it's been pretty stable. So I still gotta install I guess there's the full version now. The stable.
No, I haven't tried it in a while. I don't get to tinker too much. I come home, it's eat dinner, go to bed.
Hey, you don't even tinker with Wolfenstein, do you?
I have 3 hours in that game.
You bought a whole box with the toy and everything, and you played it for 3 hours.
Well, I own the game, Ian. I can play it at my leisure. I only have not even 200 in Fallout yet. That's why I built the computer, motherfucker. Charter fails to prove that its employees purposely caused cable outages. Charter lawsuit against union dismissed by judge as strike enters second year. Charter Communications has lost a lawsuit in which it accused the workers' unions of sabotaging the Charter network during an ongoing strike. Charter sued IBEW Local Union Number 3 in a New York State Court in October last year, alleging that union leadership orchestrated vandalism of coaxial and fiber cables that have caused outages for tens of thousands of subscribers. So, yeah, they're considering an appeal, but the strike continues.
So what do you think was going on? It was their own fault or something, or?
I think they were just trying to bust up the union, possibly. Because companies don't like unions, okay? They want their free market so they can steal money, okay?
They hate voices, okay?
By the way, CenturyLink fights billing fraud lawsuit by claiming that it has no customers. Did you hear this?
No, I didn't.
CenturyLink is trying to force customers into arbitration in order to avoid a class action lawsuit from subscribers who say they've been charged for services they didn't order. To do so, CenturyLink has come up with a surprising argument. The company says it doesn't have any customers. While the customers sued CenturyLink itself, the company says the customers weren't actually customers of CenturyLink. Instead, CenturyLink says they were customers of 10 subsidiaries spread through the country. CenturyLink basically doesn't exist as a service provider, according to a brief CenturyLink filed Monday. That sole defendant, CenturyLink Inc., is a parent holding company that has no customers, provides no services, and engaged in none of the acts or transactions about which plaintiffs complain. CenturyLink quote, "There is no valid basis for a defendant to be a party in this proceeding. Plaintiffs contracted with the operating companies to purchase, use, and pay for the services at issue, not with CenturyLink." CenturyLink says that those operating companies should be able to intervene in the case of the enforce class action waivers, which would force the customers to pursue their claims via arbitration instead of in a class action lawsuit. By suing CenturyLink instead of the subsidiaries, it may be that plaintiffs are hoping to avoid the arbitration and class action waiver provisions. CenturyLink quote. So basically, they're, trying to avoid a class action lawsuit by saying, "Oh, we don't actually have customers. Those little franchise subsidiaries, they've got them, but we don't."
Yeah, those sweatshops aren't ours.
Shell entities are a fiction. CenturyLink also filed a motion to halt discovery in the case until after the arbitration question is decided by the court. CenturyLink wrote, "To stop the case and let us bring in these entities no one's ever heard of." Plaintiff's attorney Benjamin Masalas told ours today. Masalas said it is a fiction that CenturyLink is merely a collection of subsidiaries that consumers don't even know that exists. Yeah, they're so dumb. What do you guys think of that?
Nate?
Nate, are you asleep?
I'm not asleep.
Do you have any thoughts, Nate?
No.
You're
Short and
not
sweet?
surprised, though, are you?
No.
I'm aware of
Oh.
CenturyLink because my in-laws had it for a minute.
Is that like a DSL or something, or?
I think they're satellite or something. The thing about them is that they're not. They're one of the few ISPs in the area, but they're like offering speeds of up to like 10 megabits a second. Well, no. So
Like
yeah,
bits. So really, you're lucky to get like a megabyte or so.
yeah.
A real download speed.
Really, what I'm on now is the fastest I'm going to see until like either fiber comes this way or that SpaceX satellite bullshit.
You need to get better power line adapters. That's what you need.
Okay, and then what?
No, actually, you said you got a better one. That was like 100.
What I've got is the thing is no, it's not consistent. When I do Wi-Fi speed tests, I get once in a while it'll jump to 115 or 100, but majority of the time, with Wi-Fi I'm getting maybe 60. And on the, actually sitting at the computer that has this, the main line to the router, it I think maybe gets between 60 and 80. But I think up here I get like 30.
Oh, shit.
I think. I'll do a speed test while I'm talking to you.
Well, what's the fastest thing in your house right now?
Fastest thing?
Yeah. Like the Wi-Fi on your phone when you're really close to it, or?
Probably. According to the speed test, but that's not all the time consistent.
Yep.
Right now it says I'm drawing 43 down.
Yeah, I thought about getting those power line adapters, but since we're in an apartment, I don't know how all that stuff would work.
Well, you would have to have someone else to know, oh, I can plug this into the electrical.
Yeah.
Sure, it would, it's a possibility. I doubt it.
Yeah. Nana across the hall being like, oh, sweet, I got this power line adapter.
Anna doesn't
Steal
know
from
what
other
the fuck
people.
that is. Nana, what are you doing? What are your speeds, Ian, while I'm checking?
Oh, so you want me to check?
No, I just thought you'd do it off the top of your head. I've done a shit ton of tests.
Oh, it's 110, 120. Sometimes upper 120s.
Well, the computer that's hooked up to the router is a Core 2 Duo machine, so it's it's not a fast dog.
Right.
So I don't know if it's bottlenecking the internet connection or if the internet connection is bottlenecking. Like I'm VNC'd into it now, so I can see a real time speed test.
Well, don't forget too when you're doing a speed test, like, is that like minus whatever you're streaming or whatever? Since we're like, if your wife's streaming and then we're on the Hangouts now.
She's not awake, dude. She was asleep before we even got on the fucking show.
Speaking of which,
What?
wrap it up. It's 1:47.
No, you're not looking at the time right there, Nate Dog.
12:42. That's what my phone says. That clock on my computer, that needs to get updated.
Oh, okay. So that's off.
Yeah. Don't you have a phone?
Yeah.
What's yours say?
It says dead.
Dead. All my friends are dead. Look here, Nate. You don't tell me when the show ends.
It's over.
It is so over. I don't even know you anymore. Still waiting. I VNC'd into my computer that's connected to the modem. I'm still waiting on it to
I'm gonna do it. Might as well do it.
do it.
VNCing. VLCing.
No, VNCing.
Can't you VNC through VLC?
Yeah.
What?
You know that program that you watch videos through VLC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you could do like streaming and stuff and other like internet shit on there. I thought you could do remote stuff on there.
Oh, Jesus. What the hell are you talking about?
You shouldn't be screen sharing that.
Why?
People can hack you.
Oh, both of our listeners.
I'm in Massillon, Ohio.
No, but your IP address is what they need.
Oh, they could get that in just as easy.
Just saying.
I'm just saying, dough.
I'm just saying, dough.
I clicked the go button on the speedtest.net site and it acts like it's doing the test and then it just stops.
Oh yeah, I'm not screen sharing. I have my camera on Frank's screen sharing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and Frank has a VNC app up, so he's not screen sharing either. So don't you worry, Nate.
My down is 90. So yeah, it's probably with the Hangouts. That's probably after the fact that I'm doing the Hangouts. My upload is 10.98.
By the way, since we're talking about internet, I haven't tried this myself, but some of you savvy listeners might have heard how to change your DNS to see if Cloudflare can speed up your internet. Cloudflare launched its own DNS service, promising that consumers would enjoy greater privacy and potentially faster internet if they switched over from their ISP's default. Google also offers one, so They have public one, Open DNS, and then Cloudflare. A lot of people don't trust Cloudflare, so take that with a grain of salt.
Now, for those that don't know, what is DNS, Frank?
The domain name system. It's in this article if they bother to read it, like grown-ups.
They don't read that shit. Have you played our Would You Rather game, Frank?
Have I played it? Yeah, I played it.
They don't read that shit.
Would you rather read the articles or commit suicide?
Right.
90%
So anyway,
says commit suicide.
by the way, here's a little article. Teach yourself computing science using this site. Lifehacker has collected a lot of learn-to-code resources that are especially helpful to new learners. But if you've already done a little coding or taken just a couple courses, you want to learn more thorough education, both theory and practice, start with the Teach Yourself Computer Science site. Basically, a little freebie shit. Why not? I mean, really, the stuff to get certs, you really don't even have to have a class for. But they lump it together for you, so yeah. Why not, right?
Why not? Why the fuck not?
By the way, hold on. Copy. I was waiting for Doug to come on here, but Apple will reportedly ditch Intel chips in Macs as early as 2020.
So what are they going to go with?
Their own shit.
What?
They're gonna make their own processor. Well, that Apple, didn't they have like a?
They had the Power
like
PC before they had Intel.
Yeah.
I asked someone in our IS department who works on. They have a testing Mac for like testing software, and I said, "What are your thoughts on the whole, Apple getting rid of Intel thing?" And she's like, "I hadn't heard that." And she's like, "Why would they do that?" I'm like, "Because the other article I had basically said that, they're leaving Intel because Intel is going no fucking where." And a lot of people are, wigging out because it's going to happen with the laptops first.
And it's like, does Intel even pay anybody to do anything there anymore?
I don't know.
They just keep cannibalizing their own processors. Like, oh, we'll just take the server processor.
Apple reportedly killing laptops with Intel inside, the Hackintosh, and Dreams.
Dreams.
They're killing Hackintoshes?
Well, you won't be able to buy an Intel chip, right?
Right.
How are you going to fucking make a Hackintosh if it requires an Apple chip?
You could buy an Apple. Take it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Where are you going? The RAM that Apple uses right now, unless you buy it from companies that make shit, like it's server grade usually for their actual tower PCs. But getting an Apple component from anybody other than Apple, especially if it's brand fucking new.
Well, I didn't say from anybody other than Apple. I'm saying you'd have to destroy something you bought from Apple. It wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah. Hold on. I got another article here on it because I got a few so you can read and get different views on it. Apple is actively working on Macs that replace Intel CPUs. A report says Macs with CPUs designed by Apple could arrive as early as 2020.
Bezel.
So, Doug says that, it's stupid for, Google to try to get rid of Android. Meanwhile, Apple's thinking about getting rid of Intel, and he's probably going to say, well, of course, why they shouldn't be fucking with it. They that's what Apple wants.
By the way, Frank, I finally was able to take the base and the stuff off that one monitor I was telling you about, the Samsung.
And
I'm gonna try to modify it to put a vest mount on it. But like, you got to take like the bezel off and stuff or whatever. But like, I was looking at it, it's like, I think back because I got this. What was it, like 2011 or maybe before that, 10 or 20, 2009. It's like I think they just liked having thicker bezels because the bezel on the Samsung thing, like it has like a clear bezel that was sticking out just to make it look fancy or whatever. It's like there was no purpose. You could have just like had like a really thin bezel on it, but they're just putting plastic around it, you know?
Nice. Just to do it.
Yeah, just to do, just to have.
Well, I was thinking if I took this monitor off of this stand and I just put the base back on the bottom that came with it, it was clear because I've seen a guy run his, and the guy's like, "Oh, where'd you get that dual monitor mount?" And he's like, "Oh, the bottom one's actually not mounted. It's just the base is fucking clear. If it's clear, you don't even know it's there." So,
yeah.
But Apple hires Google's former AI boss to help improve Siri. Now, when it came out, Siri was like, "Oh man, that's cool. It can do like 3 things," and now it's kind of retarded compared to, Amazon's Alexa and even saying, "Okay, Google." My phone woke up. Cancel.
Hey Siri.
Yeah. My wife disabled it on her phone because she's like, it's fucking stupid. But John Andrea, Google's former head of search and artificial intelligence, is joining Apple. He's like, yeah, I'll take your money. Yeah.
I want your money.
Just like, what was it, Raj from AMD jumped fucking ship and they said, you want some more money? Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, money. The grass is always greener because that grass is fucking money.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, they're getting a little... Apple's newly rumored smartphone ideas sound straight out of 2013. Now that notches are popping up on just about every new smartphone screen, Apple's next iPhone will need some new tricks to stand out from its competitors. But if a report from Bloomberg is true, instead of coming up with entirely new ideas, it seems Apple may try to crib some features from a handful of 5-year-old devices. Bloomberg claims that 2 new features Apple is exploring for use on a future iPhone that's maybe 2 or 3 years away include touchless gesture control that would let you manipulate the phone from an unspecified distance and displays that curve inward gradually from top to bottom, as opposed to the sloping edges found on phones like the Galaxy S9. Based on Bloomberg's description, these feature ideas may not actually be entirely new, but instead a revival of tech from the phones of yesteryear.
Yesteryear.
And there's a little video showing a hands-on with the Galaxy S4. For those who have followed the evolution of smartphones for a while, you might recall that non-touch gestures are something that Samsung debuted on the Galaxy S4 in 2013. Back then, Samsung called it features Air View and Air Gesture, which allowed you to do things like hover your hand over a tiny sensor in the bezel to wake the screen and view notifications, or wave your hand across the screen to switch between tabs or flip through photos. Samsung wasn't the only company to try to make like this either. On the 2015 Moto X Pure, Motorola installed its own gesture controls that would let you wave your hand over the screen to turn the display on or off, in addition to a selection of traditional gestures like holding the phone and making a chopping motion to turn on the flashlight, the latter of which is still available on most recent Moto handsets. For that rumored inward curving screen, Samsung did the first on the Galaxy Round in 2013, first released in South Korea, which was then followed by the original LG G Flex in 2014, and then again on G Flex 2 in 2015. The G Flex even went one step further because on top of having a concave design that LG says made the screen more natural and soothing to touch, which it kind of did, the screens themselves had a little flex to them, which helped the phones endure a life spent stuffed inside your user's pockets. So basically, it wouldn't be anything new. They're just taking old shit.
Just cannibalizing old shit.
Yeah. Still waiting on Doug, so I'm going to throw in another article he might hate.
I would text him. I'm not sure if I should though. I know he stays up late, but kind of weird to text somebody like at almost 2 a.m.
Hey man, wake up, man.
Morning.
How Ubisoft makes so many Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, how do they do that shit? They cannibalize all their assets and stuff.
There's been one major new Assassin's Creed game every year since 2007. Except for the 2 years they skipped and the 1 year when they made 2. It's never been a secret that Ubisoft rotates teams, but it's never been as clear how they do it until a talk given by the head of the franchise at the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco last month. It only could be done working with multiple core teams, Assassin's Creed franchise head Jean Goston said. I'm not talking about multiple teams collaborating on one game. This was a brand new thing. It was new for Ubisoft, of course, though Activision was doing something similar with Call of Duty. He then showed a chart that makes a division of major labor across the series past decade. See, so Team 1, 2. I mean, because really, that's kind of actually amazing. If you really like the series, you get a new fucking... It's like how they're coming out with Star Wars movies every time. As soon as you get done watching one, a new one's about to come out.
Yeah.
Fallout, I think they said we're probably going to be waiting 5 years, and that was their most popular title. So you figure they'd cram one down our throats.
So they're saying with the overlap of these teams or whatever, they're able to do it?
Yeah, basically, like, what is it? Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, and then 3, and then I don't know what was you?
The Assassin's Creed Unity.
Okay, well that came out. That was being developed at the same time as Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of overlap. Chart showing the main teams.
I did notice like a lot of the buildings throughout the games look kind of similar though. Like the same, like they always had the same kind of like roof tiles and stuff that you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sure a lot of that stuff is like they're able to have like a whole library or whatever, right, Nate?
Yeah, absolutely. You recycle assets. That's the thing.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a cute little article though, to have in here. Because you might wonder, like, well, how the hell they do? Because I didn't think about it. Most franchises don't come out with a new game every fucking year.
Yeah.
That's actually good. Every time they do it, they're like, oh, they fucking rushed it. There's bugs. And not really here with this. By the way, check this out. Chrono Trigger PC will get patched to add the original graphics. That sounds clickbaity. You're like, what? In February, publisher Square Enix surprised everyone with the release of Chrono Trigger for PC, leading to a roller coaster of emotions as fans first grew elated to have new access to a classic game and then disappointed when they saw what it looked like. Today, the publisher says it's hoping to change that. We've been working on addressing the issues that you've raised, and we'll be releasing a number of patches over the coming months as we continue to support Chrono Trigger on Steam.
It's like the third or fourth time they've re-released Chrono Trigger.
Well, they're going to make it look like the original, man.
The sequel was fun.
I don't understand why we didn't get amazing remasters in line with Final Fantasy IV Complete, which looks gorgeous. And there's a whole section in the comments about all this stuff. I just think that's funny. It gets re-released with the original graphics. But I saw this. This isn't really an article. I saw this comment post thingy from Steven Spielberg. Indiana Jones is the female lady heroine women need. Does Spielberg know how last names work? So yeah, he'd be all for remaking Indiana Jones with a girl in the lead, but she would have to be called she would have to be called Indiana Joan.
Or Indiana Croft.
Yeah, I'm
Lara
like,
Croft.
what? So Tomb Raider, and I mentioned this to somebody, and they're like, "Oh fuck, they're just like that stupid Ghostbusters." I go, "No, I would see this." I doubt Spielberg would fuck this up because as little faith as Doug has in it, I actually have faith in the man.
Oh, I'd watch it because I'd
And like,
watch Lara Croft.
well, that's when the guy was like, "Oh, is it because she's hot?" I'm like, they didn't say who the actress would be, so no, I don't think it's because she's hot. I just like one of my favorite movie franchises, the sixth sequel. The sixth movie, they changed the actor of the character to a female because the male character didn't want to do it. Like that actual actor was, he was busy or didn't want to do it, so they made her a girl. Well, they used it as a plot device because it was a time travel feature where the character jumps into bodies of his relatives, and he jumps into a girl's body, so he's a chick. And but really, the actress could really play. She embodied him, so she must have seen some of his work. It was really good, so I enjoyed that. But anyway, now throw in
Are you gonna do an article about the Shut Up, Ted?
Shut up, Ted. No, I didn't. I figured everyone saw the picture, and you're either a fan who's been waiting for them to make the third one since the second one was over, or you're like, what? And you don't give a shit.
What didn't you see the interview they were talking about it?
Nope.
Oh, you should watch the interview.
Nope. I just saw the picture. I knew they were gonna. They've been talking about it for a while.
Wasn't it?
One of the actors is hooked on drugs, so they can't use him. That's why they didn't make the third one sooner.
Well, I wonder what the premise is though, because they are older. Are they gonna?
Originally, it was gonna be like the princesses leave them, and they haven't actually. The band didn't get off to whatever. I don't fucking know.
Kind of like Dumb and Dumber or something.
I guess. Yeah. We're gonna pick up 20 years later. What happened? Yeah. By the way, South Korean university denies it's making killer robots as dozens of scientists call for boycott. Beware of a class project that can literally blow up in your face. Over 50 experts in artificial intelligence sent that message as they boycotted the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology over concerns it's developing killer robots. This Pandora's box will be hard to close if it is open, reads their open letter from the school. As with other technologies banned in the past, like blinding lasers, we can simply decide not to develop them. We urge CAST to follow this path and work instead on uses of AI to improve and not harm human lives. And this was the picture that they used for the story.
They're trying to make Terminators.
I don't know. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. You can play Where's Waldo on Google Maps.
I did not see that.
I heard about it and I was like, oh, really? And then I got on my map to go somewhere and it popped up. It's like, hey, you wanna find Waldo?
Yeah, where's Waldo at, Frank?
He's on the fucking map. You can find him.
But where's the wizard and the scroll?
Oh, Jesus. By the way, you remember a couple months back we were talking about the president or the head of Samsung was going to be going to prison or something?
And?
Well, he's not. He actually got was it? They dropped charges or reduced charges. I think no, he got probation. I think. Anyway, he was given jail time because I don't need to play a video. He was in trouble because the South Korean president was receiving, kickbacks from the companies, Samsung and various other ones. So that they just recently sentenced the South Korean former president to 24 years in prison. But she's, appealing the decision, and they're assuming it'll probably be like the head of Samsung, she'll just get it moved to what was it I said? Probation or whatever.
Probation to like.
Time served.
Yeah.
By the way, Frank, you had that autoplaying video. Didn't you install any extensions for that?
I haven't been at my computer since last show. So no. I haven't installed Dookie.
I thought that was out for a couple months.
I do the show and then I go to fucking bed.
Speaking of which, it's over.
It is so over. I don't even know you anymore. So anyway, here's another story I got. No, just kidding.
Oh God,
Dude,
the humanity.
When he's done, we're doing some trivia, man.
The humanity.
Okay,
Anyway.
Ian.
Go on.
That was my last story.
Oh, come on. I wanted to hear more of his stories. I was just saying that.
I told
was
myself
teasing him.
only do like a handful. And then every time I saw something, I was like, what? I even skipped stories.
Good for you.
I was just teasing him. I was fine.
I was not
Yours
teasing.
was interesting, I thought.
They are interesting. Same for the next show.
I'm cutting his
No, by then
safe
it's
mic
gonna
off
be
that.
it's gonna be pointless. No one's gonna care.
They cared before we started the show.
Shut up.
Might as well keep going.
I'm done.
I see you hurt his feelings, Nate.
Oh, that's so sweet. He is feeling.
Look what you did. You're a bad guest.
All right, come on. Get on with the trivia. Find out how dumb the internet is. Nate wants to go home to his family.
No, I was just joking. We can stop. We could either stop or you could continue on your news articles. It's up to you, Frank.
I'm done.
And the show's done.
Oh.
Where you look at that? Now, if we have Doug on again, I do want to challenge him again.
Yeah, I can't
I know
stay up
it's
too late. I gotta get up and do my homework and slop the hog and
Yeah, you said you were last week yours because your dog with his diabetes or whatever you had to.
she's
Help it.
diabetic. She has to get a shot. She's on a time schedule.
Yeah.
And the
That's
way
really
it
a
works, get home at 6 o'clock, give her a shot, and get up in the morning, 6 o'clock, give her a shot.
Jeez.
It's so sad.
What, having a dog and loving her? Nothing sad about that.
Dogs can get diabetes when, like they're supposed to have a regulated diet with dog food, but
Oh, you saying it's your fault?
no, I'm not saying. I'm saying like it's sad that their systems can't handle more food.
Right.
Okay, well, thanks for coming on, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Boobs. Like I said, stay in school, don't do drugs, and pulling out is not a safe method of safe sex. Is it, Nate? I don't think so. Boobs. I'm going to do a face reveal of Nate real quick. Shout out Scissor up. Wave bye, Frank. Bye.